Okay. I played some amount of just like Nico carry.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
I feel like okay. What I feel like for Star Guardian, for Spellslinger feels pretty easy to play. Like Nyla feels like, I mean, she's like a good unit. She feels like kind of an awkward unit to play, and like later that can always come out for like Syndra, which I've seen some people do, and you just basically play a similar board to last set. I think you can
Mhm.
fit like everything. Yeah, I don't know. Is that how you're playing it?
Okay, so how I play it is like I play a lot like kind of like similar to last set. I don't really prio TF that hard
Hmm.
unless I actually have like TF items and I like high roll like TF on 6, 7, 8, 8 or early TF or something like that. And I have like Shiv or Rage Blade or whatever.
Hmm.
But normally I would probably just go for like uh I guess like Force Spellslinger and then Force Star Guardian or whatever. Like I think Nico is like a bit more reliable. And it's like easier to make her items in like early game and stuff like that. Like you could hold her items on like a lot of different carries. Whereas like TF, like not many champions want like the Shiv Rage Blade type stuff.
Hmm.
So I don't know, what does this board look like? It's like I mean by default I'd probably try to play this. Um I don't know, like Janna and who am I missing?
Lux. If you
Oh, Lux,
wanna,
yeah.
yeah, you can
Yeah,
just play
Lux
that
makes sense.
over. I mean, earlier it'll be that over Janna, and then like eventually,
Yeah.
yeah, like
Something like this.
this, and then
I
eventually like
think,
Janna over TF is like more apt, I imagine. Like
yeah. I guess it's just like this for like now, or like if you don't have this, you can play
Ella.
this and stuff like that. But yeah, I think Star Guardian is just so easy to get um to get to like 2 and 4. Like you could just not run either of these two, and you can just play 2 Star Guardian, which is like completely fine. And you can play 4, and then like I feel like this comp like you could use so many things. Like if you have like Spat, like Star Guardian Spat, you could like easily run 4 without Lux, or you could push to 6 pretty easily. If you have Spellslinger Spat, it's like really good. Like these two are like extremely good in the comp. Um, and then yeah, it's like flexible with TF. You don't have to run TF. Like you can just run like this. If you go 9, you could just run 6 Spellslinger. Or you could like drop like Alistar and just play like 6 Spellslinger or whatever. Like I feel like this comp is just like super like flexible now.
You actually do that. I don't know. I've been in situations, especially here, where like, wait, how many is this? Is 6. Like I'll be in a situation like this where I'm like, I could play 6 Spellslinger, but like, I don't know. It seems so sketchy.
Yeah.
Like if
Like
you have
six.
+1 Spellslinger, it feels amazing to just
Wait.
play Alistar and then.
Um. Actually, you could play like something like this. It's like not that hard. Uh, and then like TF. The thing is, you could get 6 in without even hitting a 5 cost, which is like pretty crazy.
Right.
So you could like just play something like this, and it's like fine. It's a lot easier with Spat. And then also, I'm pretty sure if you have Spat and you have the chance to play 8 Spellslinger, I'm pretty sure it's like almost always, because it's just like a really huge buff,
Hmm.
and like the units are pretty cheap also. So I think another thing that's like might be underutilized is especially early game and early mid game.
Hmm.
Uh, the team admins are like super broken.
Hmm.
So like what is it? Like every 5 seconds heal. I think that one's like crazy broken. Every 5 seconds heal like 200 HP. Um, like combat start gain AP. Combat or every 5 seconds gain AP. Even like attack speed's pretty good. All of these are like like I think they all got buffed on PvE for
Hmm.
some reason, and even some of them got tuned down, but they're still really broken. Um, just running like early boards like I don't know, like this, and then like Vi or something. Like I feel like I've streaked so many times just by playing really simple boards, or even uh like this. Like just playing boards like this
Hmm.
in early game, or one disappearing on me. Playing early boards like this, I feel like has streaked me like stage 2 and 3 like a lot. So, yeah, when it's a good admin, I think this is really, really good. And then I think if you could ever get like a team admin like this, and then it's like silver augment, and you can get like admin heart. I feel like that's like super, super worth. Because then you're always gonna play LeBlanc in like these Spellslinger comps, and then you could just drop Blitz while maintaining like a really, really good admin for your team. And then your silver augment is basically turns into like whatever the admin bonus is. And a lot of times it's like very, very strong. So
I feel like in those positions I'd probably be tempted to just try to play 4. But I guess like
maybe.
LeBlanc
I mean,
Blitz
the thing-
Warwick.
Yeah, I think so I think the thought process behind buffing a lot of the admins, at least the team admins, is it's actually pretty hard to play, like especially within LeBlanc, because like you don't actually want to be running Blitzcrank, like especially once you get to like mid late game, and you don't really want to run Camille or Warwick either, so it's actually kind of awkward to play. But I think it's just like so strong that's worth it. Yeah, I think that's why they buffed it, because they removed Soraka.
Yeah, no, that definitely makes sense. Yeah, I like that. And yeah, I don't know. I've had situations where I do just have like a random Warwick on my board later game just to keep my admin in. And like it feels all right, but it feels like I'm always like, if you didn't have that +1 admin, I always feel like the most cap version of the board is not going to be playing Warwick, just because he's pretty awkward to fit in this kind of board, because you want to be playing like Annie Echo Alistar.
I'd probably just drop like Blitz and stuff, or drop admin eventually. But I've actually like I've ended like a surprising amount of games with just like random Blitzcrank 2 on my board. Because like I want to keep the admin. Like I think I had a game, I think it was earlier honestly, where I played like AP, but I was like fast 9 with like a lot of legendaries, but I just had like random LeBlanc Blitzcrank on my board because it was like every 5 seconds gain 20 mana, I think. Oh wait, what was that? Let me check. This game? Oh, it was this game. It was Cursed Crown. So I had Cursed Crown, and it was every 5 seconds gain 20 mana. So I have like 30 units.
Right, and they're all getting
like
the mana.
Star Guardians, Star Guardians and Syndra.
Jeez.
I have like 30 units gaining 20 mana, and it's just like for the price of a Blitzcrank. Yeah, so I think admin's good.
Yeah, no, that seems worth.
Yeah. I've actually wanted to test. I'm actually surprised, but I've wanted to test like the LeBlanc carry admins, because I know that they got nerfed, but I guess like they got buffed a bit back. Like like on ally death and stuff like that. Surprisingly, I've never played it, or like combat start admins gain AP and stuff, like the admin selfish ones. I think they got like kind of over nerfed. They just don't seem strong. Actually, I don't know if this is like a bug or something, but I think I saw. I was like looking at admins today, and I checked admin one time, and one of the options was every 5 seconds admins heal 250 HP or something like that. When I think there's like literally the exact same admin, except it's either 250 or 200, and it's team wide.
Right.
So like I just don't understand how that's like a thing.
Yeah. No, I think I literally have a. I was just watching Shunga and he picked that. I can go back and see, though I don't know. But I mean, this might be like 1 patch ago, so I don't know if they changed it. I think it was 200. I can go back and check.
Okay, I think it used to be 250 actually.
Oh, this
maybe they lowered it.
This one he has.
Team wide 250.
Okay, and this one is just the admins one, and it's 250. Yeah, so I don't know what the team wide one is.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. That stuff is so hard to, like, that stuff you just have to legit look at. There's no like stats on any of that.
Yeah, there's no stats. You just have to like kind of get like a read of like how useful is this, and like I don't know. But yeah, I think a lot of the admins are pretty good. I imagine LeBlanc carry with good admin is still good, but surprisingly, I've played 1,000 PvE games, and I've never played LeBlanc carry once.
Yeah.
Actually, I probably have, but I don't know if I've played it with like a good admin.
Okay. Yeah, no, I haven't got a chance to play it yet. I mean, yeah, I don't know how hard they nerfed everything. I see all the admin changes, and I'm like, there's just a wall of text. I'm gonna just play it in the game and see what it looks like.
So what's your like game plan for tomorrow or Saturday, or do you not want to like go over that?
No, I mean we can go over it. Honestly, yeah, I don't know. I was still testing stuff out today. Like I tried a tier start game today. I guess I feel like that just like Nico Spellslinger's start rating comp is probably like most comfortable just because it's like pretty unchanged, honestly. Like it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
So that's probably like most comfort. I don't know. I played the game I just played like my first game of the day I played earlier today. Okay, it was legit like an hour and a half ago. But I played Nico carry, but I hit +1. I hit a spat off of something off just like Krugs, I think. Made Ox Force spat, played 4 Ox Force frontline with Nico. Just playing like a random Viego, like Annie Viego, Alistar. And then Ox Force my Echo, and it felt pretty good. I wanted to just play like a Viego game because I have not gotten a chance to like play like Viego carry or anything like that. I think like really early on I played like Viego, like Jhin duo carry. Like I haven't got a chance to play like Viego Hearts, if that even like
Oh,
is
I could talk
anything. Like I don't know. I should probably have that in my like I played a good amount of Viego last set and felt pretty comfy on it. But I mean a lot of the units have changed, so yeah.
Yeah. I'm just thinking what like it's probably like the default. Like, is this 8 units? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Who am I missing here? Okay, I don't know what I'm missing here, but it's like something like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then you renegade your Zac. I think this is like a pretty common Viego board. Like
Mm-hmm.
this is what people usually run with like Riftwalker. I think how you normally play this is like you just run an AP board or whatever, and then you transition like into Viego. From what I've seen, the main carry in this comp is actually just Viego, and then you secondary Jhin instead of the other way around.
Okay.
Um, yeah, but this comp is like very strong. If I'm being honest, I think like from what I've heard, what I've seen, and like what I've played, I imagine that if people were like sweating, that this and Spellslingers are definitely going to be most people's default comps.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I think it's completely correct, but I also think it's not like something that's hidden. Like I imagine a lot of people are probably thinking the exact same thing when it
Right.
comes to thing.
Cool, hello.
So what's up?
Yo.
What's up?
Yeah, we're just going over like
Comps?
PB meta, I guess, or like
All right.
perceived meta.
I'm here to learn. I've played 3
Oh.
games.
Okay. All right. I mean, okay. I'll talk about what
You
I
know what the
played on.
traits do?
No, I know the traits.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I think this is like you just itemize like the Viego and stuff like that. You try to go like 9 and stuff. Yeah. Okay. So in terms of like Viego and Heart, I'm pretty sure Viego in Heart is actually useless. Like
Mhm.
I think it's actually like so random that he's a Heart because I don't think he even like wants Heart. To
Right.
be honest, like I've run a lot of games of Viego Heart, and what I've noticed is he just like it doesn't it doesn't make sense because Heart as a trait wants to scale and then like eventually get to a point where they have so much HP that they win
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that, and like that works a lot with like Sona and Lee and like Soraka before and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But then Viego, it's like you prefer to have like straight up damage with him so that he can cast and reset and everything. Like when I'm playing like these like Viego heart boards, he ends up just dying within like the first 10 seconds
Mm-hmm.
or 15 seconds, and he only does like 2k and stuff like that because like he actually doesn't even get the scaling EP.
Mm-hmm.
But like that being said, I still think you could play Viego in these heart boards but you probably just don't itemize him, and you just like treat him as like a trait bot, I guess. Like,
Right.
because you could still run him with like Ox Force. You could run 2 or 4 Ox Force, and then you could just play Viego as like a heart Ox Force bot, I guess.
Viego stacks hard pretty well. I mean, he's 50 mana, right? And he's taking a lot of aggro.
Yeah, and then yeah, he I guess that's also a thing. He gives you more heart stacks. A board that I've been testing, and it's actually felt good, but like the thing is, I'm always like skeptical because I can't tell if they feel good because they're good, or if they feel good because like people are like trolling,
Right.
or like, or it's like lower level lobbies and stuff. But a board that like I've actually done well with a lot is I guess just Pantheon. This and like Vi. Like this is like a level 7 board. Okay, she disappeared. So like this has like a level 7 board, and then you like blue buff and like itemize like Vex and Sona. And then if you have like Heart, it's like similar to like Heart Zoe, and you could Heart Vex. I think like blue buff Heart Vex is like even better than Zoe because what's it called? It stacks it just as fast, or I guess a little bit slower. I think Zoe was 30 mana. But the thing is, like, Vex does like way more damage than Zoe.
Right.
So I think like this. So like what I've been trying, and it's like worked out like pretty well, is I just play this, and I just prioritize like blue buffs on both Sona and Vex. And then, or what I do is I just prioritize blue buff Sona, blue buff Vex, and then I stack the Vex, and then I tank whoever. I guess like Lee or Alistar usually. And then even if Vex isn't a heart, she still gets a lot of the heart AP. And then yeah, and then she does a lot of damage. So
Cleansing Safeguard board.
Oh yeah, Cleansing Safeguard is still very, very good for some reason. Yeah, if you just have like Warmogs plus whatever on this Lee, like I think heart is definitely really strong. Maybe like a bit slept on, I guess. But even just like if you get like Power Grid also, that stuff is really good. And then like Viego plus like Alistar, you could run like 4 Ox maybe, and like some variations and stuff. I think this board's good too.
So like when you're playing this board on 7, I guess like what's your plan post 7? Because like I don't know, like if you push 8, there's no like Soraka that you can get in. Like you could just play Sona 2 Vex through the entire game. You could roll for 3 stars, I guess, but it's like a little bit awkward to hit some of this stuff. Like, yeah.
I think you play like, I think you just play anything. Like, you can play like Echo if you want more Aegis. You can like drop out of stuff like this. Like even like dropping out of this and playing like Syndra plus Echo. Like Syndra for Pantheon is probably something that you would do.
Right.
But just like anything random, like Janna or this, or something like that. Like maybe Fiddle, I guess. Like you could just like play Fiddle, and then like because of the heart, you could even like backline him, I guess, or second line. Have him stack heart, and then pop off.
There's no 4-cost blue buff holder, right? I mean, like Nico kind of, but
Aesol, Nico, probably. I mean, no.
I mean, those are like,
not in the same level as like Soraka, I guess.
Yeah, those are like units that prefer Shojin over blue buff usually, right?
I think Aesol prefers blue buff actually. I mean, it's more of the first cast thing than like multiple cast thing, I guess. Because he's not.
But if you're playing Heart, you don't really want to first cast, right? You're probably playing for at least second. I don't know. It's.
Yeah, I mean, it probably doesn't.
90. Yeah.
I don't know. It lasts like 10 seconds, so.
Right.
I think just getting it as early as possible. Like if I was like on Carousel and I had a choice between blue buff and Shojin on Aesol, I'd probably still go for blue buff.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. But it's still like, I don't know. I mean, have you played much like Aesol carry? Like last.
Oh yeah. Well, okay. I think clumping is like really, really bad in like a lot of cases. but like I think Isol, especially if you're clumped,
Mhm.
he just surprisingly just like 3 shots your backline. Like if you like have positioning like this, or if you're playing like Janna
Mhm.
and you're playing against an Isol, and you're greedy and whatever,
Mhm.
like let's say you're playing against this, and then there's an Asol on the enemy team. Like his targeting is like just random. So he shoots like what 4 meteors? Yeah, he shoots 4 meteors. If there's like an Asol too with like one item, and he just happens to shoot like 2 to 3 meteors at your clump, they just like all die.
Mhm.
So
You know, I had a game early set where it was against some kind of, I forget what it was. But yeah, it was against like Ace carry with, I think it's carry augment, and just kept one shot at my backline, and I was greeting the stupid Janna value, and just kept, I lost like 2 fights and ended up dying just because I'm greeting for Janna value, so my entire backline's
yeah,
getting one shot.
yeah, that's another thing. I was playing like a Warwick board,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it was even a Spellslinger. So I did like positioning. I did like positioning like this and stuff like that, where you just like kind of clump like this.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought this was completely fine because I'm playing against Warwick. So I was like, okay, it's Warwick. He's like single target, so I could clump and it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But then he just happened to have a Janna on his board,
Mm-hmm.
and my whole board just gets one shot.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're all clumped and Janna actually does damage now.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like for a lot of reasons, clumping is just like really bad.
Yeah, I feel like you have to be really careful clumping. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
you have to like have like by default you should just like not, and then you have to also be like really careful if you're ever playing Janna. If you're playing Janna with like ranged units, yeah, a lot of the time it could be worth it to just like if you have like a bunch of Spellslingers and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of the time it's probably worth it to like only give it to like Nico or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
and not greed like 2 to 4 extra people on the like Windy or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, definitely agreed. Have you played any like Janna carry? I was watching a game from, and I know they nerfed her a little bit. I was watching one of Shunga's games, and I don't know if it was pre or post like the most recent set of changes to Janna, but he ended up
Yeah.
going like duelist Janna and then stacking her with
Oh.
items. And it did some amount of work.
Oh
But
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's actually good.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure it's actually definitely good. I think the only thing is you're probably not going to stack her because you're probably if you're playing her, a lot of times you're playing her with like Spellslinger and stuff like that.
right.
So you'd probably rather stack your Nico or TF because you'll get them earlier and also you'll 2-star them earlier.
Yeah.
But like I definitely think like you just do like I don't know, like this to Janna, or
Mhm.
like even like GS or whatever. If you like just put like these types of items on her, she can actually just one shot like full clumps.
Right.
And like it's like obvious, but it's like if you have category 5, then that too.
Mhm.
Like if you have category 5 with they removed like 70 AP off.
Yeah.
I mean it was like completely broken. Like it one shot board full true damage on like 1-star Janna.
Right.
So like it made sense that like it got like completely gutted. But I'm pretty sure if you have that augment and you have AP items and you put them on the Janna, then yeah, it sounds really good still.
Yeah. No, that doesn't make sense. So yeah, that's as far as game plan wise. I guess that's what I'm sort of. I played a Vex carry game early in PBE, and then they just like cratered Mascot healing at the higher levels.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I feel like they like overdid Mascot. Like I don't know. From like my perspective, like here, let me just compare it really quickly to live. 'Cause I'm pretty sure it's even lower than it is on live now. But let me check. It's 1.5, and then 3, and then 6. And here it's 1.5. Okay, it's the same. So I guess they buffed it and then they tuned it down.
Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna go check Mort Dog because I wonder if what's on this site is the most updated. But
Oh.
I mean, the
no, I'm
PB
pretty sure this
mascots
is
are
right.
higher quality, right?
PB mascots. Let me check. So it'd be what? Yeah,
You have-
Vex is really good.
Vex is one and Zac is one, basically.
I mean Zac's one if you make him one, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean that's the reason why they nerfed mascots on PB, right? Because you could just Vex Zac, and then you just need Alistar Nunu, and then those are your 4 mascots for 4.
Yeah, I actually didn't think about Zac. I thought it was like more because of like the reroll mascot comps were just overperforming, I guess. Like
Really?
with
Because they
Malphite
removed
and, like, Vex and stuff.
they removed Galio, and like with
Yeah.
Malphite you weren't running 4 really, right? Probably just 2.
Unless you're I guess unless you're playing like Rock Solid or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. The Zac thing. Just like from my perspective though, it's like I feel like if you're in late game, I feel like it makes sense to want to run like Alistar Nunu because like you get if you're like level 8 or level 9, you get the mascot healing on like a lot of units.
Mm-hmm.
But then like in actuality, like if you look at the healing that actually does, it's actually like so small that it doesn't really justify like wanting to play Alistar Nunu or something like that, or wanting to play 2 mascot.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's so small that like it doesn't even really matter that much. Especially with the numbers like constantly getting nerfed. So yeah,
Do you know what the numbers were pre-nerf? 2, 4,
I think
8.
at one of them at one point it might have been like 2.5. It was definitely at least 2.
I don't think they nerfed 2, did they?
Okay, I know 6 used to be like 10. I think 6 used to be 10%.
Yeah, they nerfed it from 2.48 to 2, 3.5. What is it?
I think on release or
2.55.
something like that, 6 was 10%. Could be wrong, but it's definitely higher than 6.
I feel like maybe it was 8, but I don't know. It could be 10. I don't know. But yeah, they
remember
did
it
also
being
nerf
10.
2. It was just 2, and now it's 1.5.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like when I'm playing, like say like a late game Spellslinger's board, I never feel bad just like adding a Nunu. Like if you go 9, add like a Nunu 2 to the board, and he like does work
I mean,
and adds
when
mascot.
it gets to 2-star, it always like it's like okay, I'll just put this on whatever. But I don't know, just like Nunu 1. Like if I had the choice in the late game between adding Nunu 1 or Fiddle, like I'd always choose Fiddle.
Yeah, that makes sense. It also depends, like, if you get to the point where you're playing Syndra, then I feel like you just play the Nunu so that you get the synergy in, and then Syndra throws in the Fiddle, and then you're chilling.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's if you hit
Yeah.
Fiddle
I
and
think in
Syndra
theory,
and Nunu.
yeah, in theory that sounds right, but I'm not even sure. I might still just be like start the game with Fiddle. But that sounds like it could be right. Oh, another thing, I played Syndra carry for the first time.
Syndra carry?
Augments. The carry augment.
Oh, okay.
And it's actually really fun.
Wait, which one's the Syndra? I can never figure out what's like support and carry just by saying it.
Support. Okay, so support is like empowered reserves, I think.
Okay, yeah, the bench.
So that's the one that's you fill up your bench and
you get the AP.
It's like pretty straightforward. It's like mid, I think. It's like not super broken. The carry one is the one that got reworked. Basically, it's like every time an ally dies, Syndra gains like 30% attack speed.
Oh.
And I had I was given the option in game. No, I was given the option for empowered reserves, but I rolled for the carry one just because I didn't know what the carry one was. Like I didn't even know what it did, so I just rolled for it to see what it was, and then I saw it. And I also had target dummies. So I'm pretty sure that probably okay. Actually, I'm not sure if they got rid of that interaction. I feel like I've heard somewhere that they got rid of like target dummies and Akram to not work with on ally death. I don't know if that's true, so I'd probably just say like assume that it still works until, or at least like be skeptical about it.
Right.
Like I don't know if that's actually true, but I think I heard something like that. Or at least that they want to get rid of it, maybe. So I actually wasn't checking if the target dummies were working, but I ended up getting like blue buff Shojin on her, and she would just like throw units like every 3 seconds, and it was pretty fun.
Yeah, no, I didn't even realize they changed the Syndra carry augment.
Yeah, I mean the other one was like what she throws in units and they have like the double trouble passive on them kind of thing. Where they have like AD, AP, armor, and MR or something.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah. I mean this one's like it's more fun for sure.
Yeah, no, that's interesting. No, I've not gotten a chance. So it was good?
Oh, I don't know if it's actually good to be honest. Okay, maybe you have like Shojin. Maybe you have Shojin and a lot of like, and you have the ability to fill up your bench.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably actually good.
Oh.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it could actually be good. I mean, I'm not sure. I played it one game, but
So it's on ally death, but does it count the stuff that she throws in? Or
that's a good question. I mean, it doesn't on ally death
right?
admins and like Hextech Retribution.
Yeah.
So
Like I would assume not, but then like isn't the idea
I
of
mean,
that
yeah,
augment that?
exactly. Yeah, that would make sense, but it is definitely not worded very well. So, or
Okay.
it's not worded that thoroughly that it would explain that. Like, if
Yeah.
I were to just assume,
Mm-hmm.
I'd say it wouldn't work, but
Right.
then also, wouldn't that make sense if like that's her augment?
Yeah.
And then so like I don't know 100%.
Okay. I guess
I
I'll
would
have
have
to.
to like look at the numbers or something.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. Yeah. I mean, so yeah, like basic AP tree. Okay, so you are interested because yeah, I wasn't sure like how good Viego carries, but yeah, you were saying like in that comp you actually just carry Viego.
Yeah, I think
So
so.
I'm down to try that because I haven't gotten a chance to actually carry Viego that much.
Wait, is Jhin good yet? Because I feel like Jhin sucks. No.
Okay, I think Jhin as like a primary carry is like whatever. I think Jhin is good because his traits are good. I don't think it's just like Jhin carries the comp or something, whatever. I think it's just like Riftwalker is good, Renegades are good. You could run like Jhin Viego very easily, who are really good like dual carries. Like you just put like AP items on Viego, AD items on Jhin, tank items on whoever, and it all just makes sense. But Jhin himself, like, he's not bad, but I don't think he's like extremely good or anything. But he's definitely not bad.
Is bullet damage reduced by 44%? Is that additive?
For each target it pierces through.
Deals 43% reduced damage for every target. Oh, no, I don't think it's like. Wait, what do you mean?
I don't know
Yeah.
if that's additive or like
So do you mean like by the third person it just does 0
it
damage?
does 0?
No, I don't think
No
it can. I
shot.
think
Yeah, it's got to be
it'll always-
multiplicative.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
but even if it's multiplicative, isn't that
I mean,
like what?
it's still not very
25,
much. Yeah.
6
Yeah.
to a third.
Yeah, I guess that's a lot less damage, but
It does
I don't know. Yeah, he's never
18% damage. Isn't that a joke?
by the third.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean like I don't know. It's also like targeted though, so like unless there's like a lot of stuff in the way, it will usually be okay.
Yeah, I guess
Or you can just, like,
positioning
randomly
matters.
snipe,
Like if you have Jin's same side as like the backline they're trying to hit, he might just snipe it like
yeah,
through the
same
front
side,
line, like
make it
without
easier
hitting front line.
to just do that.
But if he's opposite side, then he's going through like at least one frontliner, sometimes two, depending on the angle, I guess, and then it does like no damage. So I guess positioning matters a decent bit. I mean, sometimes
Yeah.
you're not even gonna be able to get through their front line with it though. Yeah, no, I've not played much Jhin carry. And in the games I played, Jhin carry definitely felt like very underwhelming, but I can see just duo carrying him. And yeah, I mean, his traits are definitely good.
Yeah, that's why I'd say yeah, you probably just like prioritize Viego, and then if you have other AD items, you just put it on Jhin, and then like he does well. But yeah, I think like going into the game, like trying to play Jhin and like playing AD carries like mid game, then putting your focus on like transferring all the items to Jhin. I feel like that usually doesn't work out as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I found. Also, like, I think it's like the same thing with like, I don't know, like, I feel like these like 3 champions are all weak. In terms of like wanting to like primary carry them, like they're all weak. So that's why I feel.
The 80,
unless there's,
the
like...
80 carries?
Wait, what?
The 80 carries?
Yeah. Like these 3. Jhin, Belva, Samira. I think like trying to carry any of these 3, so you're like primary carry, like just does not feel very good. Even Ezreal, I'm like not super impressed with Ezreal. He kind of just like ults the entire board.
Yeah.
And if it's like Ezreal 2 with items and you have like fiddle and stuff that can like kind of support the damage that he's doing, then yeah, sure, it's good. But then like, so is like every like fast 9 legendary board.
Right. Yeah, no, I have been surprised by some situations where like I think Ezreal's just gonna like one shot my team and then he just doesn't.
Yeah, like he does like a lot. Like he shoots from like all directions and he does like a lot of chip damage, but like he won't.
I mean,
Like,
it's just
like,
Victor, right?
one-shot.
From set 6.
Yeah, yeah, it's AD Victor kind of.
I feel like
so we know
Victor
who it
like
is.
will just straight up one shot some units though.
Well, it's very like either he one shots or he doesn't,
Hmm.
and then like if it does, it's good. If it doesn't, it's bad. It's kind of like that, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's also
It's kind
yeah,
of
it's
how
also,
Victor was the entire set, I think.
It's also kind of awkward because like he's sure shot, but then he also like you get value out of him like one shotting everybody off of like his like first cast, so it's kind of like an awkward interaction where it's like scaling, but then he also just wants to have like a lot of upfront damage. It's like same thing with like I guess like Heart Viego, where it's like you want to just like one shot people instantly, but then your trait is scaling, so it like doesn't synergize that well.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they got rid of Aphelios for this.
That's what I'm saying. I actually don't get it. Like,
But he's so okay. Wait, also, isn't it?
Aphelios is so cool.
It's
That's
it's weird to me. Like parallel. Like okay, I feel like
Oh.
like Jinx, the Jinx Vi trait. You're always like, oh, I'm jamming Jinx Vi. Like this is so good, sisters or whatever. And then like I didn't play when there was like there used to be like a Yasuo Yone one or something like that. I think. With,
Exile,
yeah, I didn't play during that, but like I imagine that was good. But I feel like this parallel thing, like you're playing it if you play like Ezreal 3, I guess,
Yeah.
to make Ezreal 3 good, but then it's like kind of awkward to get to. When you're playing Ultimate Ezreal, it's just like not that big a difference, you know? It gives you an extra 1 ult on the Ezreal ult, and then it also makes the 2-star Ezreal better, but like
Wait, I
when
thought
you
it was 2.
it gives you an extra 1 ult, right?
Oh really?
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 1. Ultimate Ezreal summons. Oh, it says 2.
2? Did they
Wait,
change
it
it?
says 2, but I swear it's 1, right? You also think it's 1?
I thought it was 1, yeah.
When I read it, it said 2 in the beginning.
I swear it's 1 because I know it's 5, and then you add it in and it turns to 6.
Wait, on Tactics.tools it says 1.
Okay.
I feel like it's 1. Maybe they changed it really early on or something like that. I feel like it's 1.
I feel like it's 1 because I know like for a fact that like it'd be 5 and then you put this in and then it turns to 6.
Right.
But yeah, I don't think it's good. I think it's probably only good if you like even if so if you're playing like a board and then you get to Ezreal, you're probably not randomly holding this Ezreal on your bench or on your board, which means you're gonna have to find an Ezreal, which means if you were to play it, you're gonna be playing Ezreal 1, and playing random Ezreal 1 reverse spawn for 1 extra portal just does not make any sense.
Well, that sounds like set 4. Because in set 4, Exile, the 2 Exile gave you lifesteal, which was only 80 damage, and then Yone was an AP carry.
Ah.
So
Wait, was it
so
good?
no, it was good if you were rerolling Yasuo, but not if you were just playing Yone.
Oh. Huh, okay. Yeah, I guess it's like
It's kind of like that, yeah.
yeah. I mean, unless they just buff it. I don't know.
I feel like they should change it so that like there's more than 1 cases where you want to run it.
Right.
But yeah, at the moment, I'm pretty sure you like never run them unless you have like Ezreal 3.
Yeah. No, that makes sense to me. Yeah, I honestly was like, oh, there's a 2-of trait with a 2 cost and a 5 cost. That's like Jinx Vi. I'm gonna play this every time. And then I played it 1 game, and someone in my chat was like, why are you playing that Ezreal? And I was like, oh yeah, why am I playing that Ezreal? It doesn't do shit.
Yeah, it really probably doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good to say that. I go to the bathroom real quick, but
okay.
Here, I can watch my own stream on my phone though. So if you guys say a bunch of great stuff, I can watch it but not say anything.
Okay, alright.
Do you guys talk about Garen?
Oh, sure.
What are your thoughts on like Mech Garen?
Oh, me? Okay. I think it's like kind of underwhelming. Like, I don't think you in like the current balance. Like, I don't think you prioritize trying to get to like this state where you're playing like this, I guess, and you're meching the Garen. Like, I I mean, he has like in comparison to Set, he actually has like the CC, which is nice. But I feel like he's just not tanky enough
Yeah,
to
I
justify
agree.
running like 3 units just to play him.
Yeah,
Uh,
especially since he doesn't actually scale off of the AP that you're giving him with mech. Like Set AP, you get bigger shield, right? But Garen AP, you just do like a tiny bit more damage. So I feel like it's like you kind of run him like you do Sedge, right?
yeah. That's how I've been running him. Just like random Garen, like you can choose to play defender if you like need it.
Yeah.
But just like random Garen, you can like same side carry, and he actually just like AoEs like a full half of the map.
Well, he's two hexes, right? So he can't hit backline. It's not like Sedge.
I swear he can hit backline.
Oh really?
Is that, maybe it's something with when he's mech or something?
I don't know.
He definitely can hit backline.
Okay. Because it
I don't
says
know how that
2
works.
hexes.
It does say
It
two
definitely
hex.
does not.
Oh wait.
Oh, maybe if you.
Oh,
like...
okay. He brings down sword on a nearby enemy. Maybe it depends on who he targets or something.
Yeah.
I mean, he could definitely, he could definitely hit backline, but I don't know. I actually haven't looked that much into it, like when he is backline versus not.
Because I'm looking at mech Garen when people are playing him, and he just like he doesn't use the items that well either.
Yeah. I think if you want like a tank, you definitely probably are looking towards Aatrox.
Like isn't Wukong just better than Garen? As like a mech tank?
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't played that much of that either. But like when it comes to late game, if I'm just looking for like a flex tank, I mean, I guess if you hit Garen to you just like itemize him. But I probably wouldn't mech him. But I think you definitely prefer to play Aatrox, and like just like full tanking Aatrox.
Okay, yeah.
Seems a lot better.
Oh, mech Aatrox.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that's like OP or like I'm not sure it's still OP. I'm not sure if they changed some of his numbers, but I know like Brawler Aatrox and like Mech Aatrox or something like that. Like he scales like too well off the HP or something like that.
HP and magic, right? Or AP.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen Mech and Brawler Aatroxes go crazy. I'm not sure if they like nerfed it or not.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah. What's up?
Yeah, no, Garen seems not that good. Okay, so like when you're playing AP, you're never really like these are more just like AD front lines, huh? Because like if you're playing AP, it's like you don't really feel a need to play this stuff. Like I guess if you have like +1 Ox Wars, you could put it on like an Aatrox and it could feel really good. You can fit it in if you hit like an early Aatrox, but I feel like when I play AP, I'm always trying to angle towards like more Echo than this stuff. But I mean, I guess in the interest of
usually playing this, but I think there's a lot of times I think you have like an open slot, so it's like you're just playing like standard boards, so you're just playing this and I don't know. I don't know. You're just playing like random AP board. If you're just like playing this as like, or even like not this, you're just playing like this as like core or whatever.
Yep.
And you just have like four Spellslinger and stuff like that. I feel like it's pretty easy to just like use like an open slot if you don't want to roll too much, just for like Garen or Aatrox or like Ezreal or something like that. Yeah, I think it's not that bad to just randomly run Aatrox or Garen on the board. Like it's not like super ideal, and you might like pivot out of it later. But it's like if that's what you hit, then
yeah,
it, like,
that's
doesn't
what you
feel bad.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Especially with like 2 Star Guardian, like all you have to run is like Nico Echo if you're carrying Nico. For, like,
did you guys talk about TF?
A little bit, but not like I don't know. I haven't done very much like TF carry. I've usually just like secondary carried him on this board like this. I don't know how good it is.
Wait, my theory when I saw TF in the meeting was you just want like frontline and then maybe like 2 spell 2 duelist and then you just like scale your yeah, kind of like
if you're talking about like TF like carrying him, right?
Yeah, so when I was talking about Garen, like I was trying the like TF with Garen, right? And like random frontline. So I think what I ended up with was like It was like Mech, Garen, plus Aatrox, plus Echo, plus Neela, and then plus TF. I just 3-item TF, because TF really benefits off of like
What up,
long,
Fenian?
like drawn out fights, right?
Yeah.
So that was my theory. I don't know how good it was though.
I think I don't know. I feel like he's like surprised me over like the small buffs plus like some bug fixes that were given to him. Like if you're running vertical duelist, and like I feel like it doesn't sound like he'd be that great in a vertical duelist comp, especially without items. But I've run him in vertical duelist, and he has no AP items, and all he has is like his attack speed from duelist, and he still pumps out like second most damage or whatever, just like randomly.
Yeah.
Next to like primary carry Vayne or something like that. He just does like 3k or something like that. And yeah, I like where I'm getting is he does like a lot more damage than I thought without support or without a lot of attention on him. And if you do give him like Shiv, Rageblade, or like Deathcap, Archangel, whatever, he actually does feel pretty good.
Okay.
I think his wait, my thing froze.
That's a
I
Google
think his
Chrome
board
gift.
is not like obvious. Like if you're playing TF carry and you're like not sure like what to run. Okay, hold on. I think like I'm not exactly sure what's like his best board, but
Okay, because I remember I was playing Pantheon with his carry augments, and then
okay.
I was playing a TF1 in the backline.
Yeah.
It was just doing infinite damage. It was like Super's Pantheon. I guess he had the like plus. It was like 30-ish% damage. It was like TF1 with Rageblade, Gunblade, and it was top damage every fight.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he actually needs a specific board. Like I don't think you need a lot of duelist or a lot of Spellslinger to make him work.
Yeah.
He just seems like you just like he's like a flexible unit, I guess, where you could just kind of put him into whatever. Like if you're running duelist or you're running Spellslinger.
Neither of you played set 4, right? Or 4.5?
No.
No.
Okay, because I would compare him to Kale in 4.5, where she didn't really need Executioner or Divine. She just kind of needed like the front line. And like
Yeah.
And it was like 3-item Kale, and then you just Zeeks and Chalice her. And I feel like TF is kind of one of those units that really benefits off of Zeeks and Chalice.
Yeah, so like he doesn't like need his traits, but you just like stall for him, and he.
Yes, yeah.
I could see that.
But that was just my theory. I don't know in practice how good it would be. I feel like if you like vertical like Spellslinger or Duelist, it's not. It doesn't really benefit him that well.
Yeah.
So.
It's like in vertical duelist, it's like. I don't. First of all, like this trait, I'm pretty sure is like just insane.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That was another thing I wanted to talk about. Is just for some reason I don't know why it is, because like I mean they added TF, which like cool, but like I don't know what is making them so strong, but I do feel like vertical duelist just feels really good.
Didn't Fiora get buffed like 3 times in a row live?
Yeah, I think that's actually like one of the big reasons. It's actually just Fiora. Like Fiora.
And now she gets
It's
armor
just, like,
MR instead of like
just
attack
like
speed.
broken.
That doesn't.
Oh
Really
yeah, Ox Force on Fiora. Like, I think Fiora is probably just broken. Is like a big reason. Her carry augments. Like,
Oh
okay,
yeah.
so a lot of people like when they get like the carry augment, they just like put 3 items on.
My Discord crashed. What the heck? Hello?
Items on her and reroll her. But then if you actually watch the fight, like what she needs to do to proc her carry augment is auto the same units 4 times. But then that gets interrupted a lot by like the units dying. Like if the unit dies, or she gets like taunted, or the unit like dashes away or whatever, and she doesn't get 4 consecutive auto attacks on the unit, then she just straight up does not get her passive. But like when people take the augment, she looks so OP. But I think it's like half the augment being good, and then the other half is just Fiora's broken, and she looks more broken with the augment because people are actually incentivized to like
Oh.
3-star her and itemize her.
Hmm.
But then like she'd probably do like the same thing without the augment.
That's a good point. Yeah, so just it's one of those things where like the augment actually isn't good. It's like when all the Alistar augments are really strong early last set, and it's just like because it makes you play an Alistar, this augment's good. It's not actually like doing anything, but like
Yeah.
is a
I
good unit.
mean, yeah, the augment's probably good, but I think that's like a big reason why it looks like super broken. Like I think it's just Fiora.
Hmm.
Yeah, if you just like Titans on her, like if you get early Fiora too, and you put like Titans on her, like BT Titans or Titans plus like I don't know, Warmogs, Bramble, whatever. A
Gadgets
lot of
going
times she just
fast.
like does not die, and she does like pretty good damage, and she also heals herself. Yeah,
Hmm.
she's pretty good. So I think that's one of the reasons why duelist is good. Obviously the 6 and 8 thing is like really really good. I think it's just gonna be similar to like a lot of traits like anima, laser core, I guess duelist now, where it's like if you have the +1, then you're like pretty incentivized to go into that route because it's just like so much better than without.
Hmm.
So like anima, like the difference between like being able to run like early 7 anima and then being stuck at 5 the whole game, and then being able to cap out 8 duelists versus being stuck at 6, and then laser core. Okay, I don't even know. Laser core
Okay,
is
yeah,
just
I
like
I have not
really
played any
whatever.
laser core really. It just seems so weird. It's such a weird trait
Oh,
now.
yeah, it's very awkward. I don't know. It's 1-2 or 1-1-2-4-5, but then you also want to run it vertical. But it's like,
Yeah.
how do you run it vertical? Like, what are you playing early game and mid game to get to Warwick and Mordekaiser?
Oh, it's a 3-4-5-6 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 3-4-5-6, and it's like you're
Uh,
not like you. I don't know. They kind of formed it in a way where it's like you. There's like no way that you're actually playing this trait unless you have the spat for it. Like
Yeah, that makes
oh,
sense.
this
is
trait
that
looks awful.
it's
Yeah,
1-1-2-4-5 is it's so awkward to run.
right.
So like you don't even really want to run it like early game, but like I guess it's like if you don't have the spat for it, maybe you just like if you have Renekton 2, you just run this stage 2
Hmm.
and then you pivot out. But it's not like I don't know. My favorite version of Laser Core when it was just like really strong and it was just like maybe it was like too strong and whatever, but like some point in like set 8 where it's like it was still like 369 and you can like it's better with spat but you could run it without it.
Right.
That was my favorite version of the comp.
I agree. Yeah. That patch when they
Um,
like buffed 6 laser core, I think it was, and so like, if you had the spat is really nice, but then also some people were just, Robin Songs was playing
oh yeah,
6 laser core every single game.
yeah,
And
exactly. Like you could play it as long as you hit Sedge and Sed, you
mhm.
could play it. Uh, but yeah, like this version, I don't know,
Yeah.
kind of weird.
Now I have not played a single laser core game yet on PV. I was one of the Chinese lobbies that I was watching from Shunga's stream. Somebody had the +1 laser core and capped out at like 6 laser core and went like top 2. I forget what they
Oh yeah,
if they ended up winning out or not, but like it seemed pretty strong if you can get to 6 laser. But yeah, you have to have the spat to play it. Um,
mhm. I think I had someone play it in one of my games, and I think they went like second or third.
mhm.
Uh,
With the
I
spat
don't remember.
or
Yeah,
without.
I don't remember looking at how good it was. I mean, also, if you have a good admin, also, because you're playing into Warwick,
Mhm.
if you have like a good admin and you can play into that. Okay, actually, let me take a look. What does a laser core board look like? It probably look like this, Warwick. That's not Warwick. Warwick. And then you'd probably play it with like brawlers. So you could play like this for admin. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure you play this also with.
Wait, I would imagine you play with hacker. You just
Yeah,
LeBlanc
yeah, yeah.
and
That's what I was gonna say.
Shen.
I think that's what you play LeBlanc Shen also.
Instead of
Probably.
Blitz, I think. You just don't pick
Oh
Blitz.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't run Blitz and then you run Riven.
Oh, do you want Riven?
I mean, you can run Riven.
I guess.
Wait, how many?
That's 3
Four.
brawler, 2 defender.
This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know. You just run like any other brawler, whatever.
If there's no Sedge anymore, Sedge.
Yeah, no Sedge. I mean, I guess you could just run anything. If it's actually a good admin, you could also maybe run 4 admin. But yeah, something like this, I guess. And then once you get Mord, you play Mord.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I guess something like this.
Is there a good admin that would go with Laser Core though? Like I would imagine only like the Thrill admin, right?
I mean, that's good. I think there's a lot of
like the on kill ones. Are they good?
on kill heal. It's probably like okay. I think like every 5 seconds heal sounds really really good. That sounds actually pretty broken with this
Right.
Yeah,
because
that's
like
okay.
you just keep everything alive longer.
Yeah.
Combat star attack speed. Every 5 seconds attack speed. For team wide, it's probably good. If you have like a really good Warwick with like Warwick items.
Oh, you know what? Maybe it's Allied Death.
Where did the
Allied Death attack
Allied
speed.
Death?
Oh, and
then
then
the drones,
the drones.
move as well.
Yeah, the drones move.
That sounds kind of
I
funny,
don't,
but I don't know if it's good.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that good because like it still procs like a similar amount of times.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Every 0.4 seconds. It would probably still proc like slightly faster, but not as fast. But yeah, if you have like good Warwick items, then you could go for like admins, like admin only. Like I don't know. I think the best admins that I've seen for Warwick are just like the HP admins, honestly. Where it's like if you could get him early and stack HP on him, and then late game he has AK HP. Oh, that actually sounds pretty good too. Like if your admin is like your team gains HP,
Mm-hmm.
then like if you scale into late game, then like the HP that you get is just converted to damage.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, I think if you do get laser core and you have if you get a high roll laser core opening with like decent items, it's probably pretty straightforward to play. It's probably the same as like how I used to play it. It's just like one of those things where it's like you're probably only playing this like once every like 50 games or something, or like maybe a little bit more, like once every like 30 to 50 games or whatever. But it's like not something that you can actively play for because like I don't think you're ever going to like have laser core for your 3-2 or 4-2 augments in like a lot of cases if you don't have a spat. Like I don't think if you're running it for like your 3-2 augments, you literally need like these 3 units on your board. And you're probably not running these 3 units on your board. So
I mean, you could, right? If like, I don't know, Yasuo had some broken augment. I guess the kind of awkward thing, is like if you're playing this and then you get like 3/3/3 hero augment, then it's
that sounds really bad.
but
I don't know.
But that's not guaranteed. I haven't played too much Warwick. I'm down to talk about just like Warwick as a carry. I played like some of him like right when it started, and he felt really underwhelming. And I was just playing like vertical brawler Warwick. But I know they buffed him a little bit, and I haven't got to play him since the buff, so I don't know how he feels after that.
I know. Okay, I think a lot of items can be good on him. I think flat AD is just really really good on him. He has like innate healing, but I don't think BT is like terrible. But I think he can actually use a lot of items, so I'm not 100% sure because I know, like IE works with this like ability. DB is fine just because it's like a lawful ID, like Rune's. I think Titans might be his best item.
Right.
Just because like he wants like long fights, he has a lot of HP. It just like makes a lot of sense to use Titans. He even like uses like Last Whisper pretty well because sometimes he just gets stuck on units. Like even if you have Hacker, like if he starts hitting frontline or something like that, sometimes he'll just get stuck. So I think maybe like Last Whisper could still be fine. Rage Blade, probably not. Maybe actually Rage Blade is probably like fine also. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think he could actually use like a lot of items. I don't know exactly like Warwick best in slot yet.
Mhm. Yeah, no, early on I was playing like Titans Rageblade. Joe Bookmark popped into my chat like one of the first few days of the set and said something about Warwick BIS's Titans Gwynsu +1 or something like that. And he was talking about like a really weird, and maybe it's just because Rift, what is it, Rift Walker, is is was perceived to be very strong. I still don't know exactly. But he was talking about playing like 3 Rift Walker, Hacker the Warwick to backline. He had some board that he put in my Discord a while back. And it was like that with Warwick, and he was like, "This is the best Warwick board." And I played it, and it like felt okay, but I don't know. It felt like when I was playing Warwick early, pre any nerfs, I just felt like this unit was dying so fast and doing no damage. But maybe he's better now. I haven't tried him recently.
Yeah.
I think the ceiling and the floor of Warwick are like humongous because of like how different admins can be. I think with good admin, he's
Oh
like
yeah,
really
that's
good.
another thing. I was gonna
Then-
say like, he's probably like a lot of it is like I feel like he's pretty flexible with items. Like you probably want like Titans, you might want like QSS or whatever. But yeah, I feel like it's more of like how good is your admin, I guess, when you play him.
Yeah.
Or Warwick's augments.
It's well fed, which is like I'm pretty sure that augment's probably underpowered. From when I've taken it, it just did not feel very good. It's like every like 3 attacks he gains like 1 HP for his team or something like that, or 2 attacks or something like that. Maybe if you're playing like Brawler and you have like Rage Blade and you just like stack that infinite. But I feel like every time I played it, it's like hasn't. It's just like it's like boxing lessons because it gives your team HP, but it like takes so long to get to the point where like it's like even with boxing lessons, I guess. And then past it is just like I don't know, it just didn't feel super great. But maybe I'm playing it wrong, or I don't know. I think the other one is like your team gains more damage depending on how much HP they have.
I cannot tell which one is support and which one is carry.
Yeah, that's a good question. Honestly, they're both support.
Yeah.
Okay, support. Well fed is probably support, where it's like your team gains HP, and then carry is probably your team gains damage. Because that just sounds right.
Yeah, but that's still that's just 2 support augments.
0.75 for every 100 health. How much health will you have if you have like 8 baller? Probably like 5,000, 6,000.
On Warwick, you probably have like 4 or 5k, I think.
Yeah, if you can hit something like 3, so if you can like Jax 3-star, like 5k without any admins that add HP.
You could actually check.
Oh,
37%
got the
damage.
stats.
Warwick. He has 1700 base, and then if you add Brawler, then it'd be like 3400 base HP, and that's not counting.
Is that 6?
That's with 8 Brawler.
That's with 8.
8 Brawler, it'd just be double HP, right? So it'd just be 3420.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know. I guess if you have an HP item, I don't know if you're giving him belt items.
HP, like augments.
I guess
or,
it's like
not. What's it called?
Admin.
Yeah, admin and augments would probably increase that. Like I've definitely seen like 8k HP Warwick, and that is pretty annoying to deal with, especially when attacker, because it's like even if you get onto the Warwick super early, it just takes so long to kill him sometimes, and then he eventually kills things. I don't know. He can be like pretty hit or miss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on his items though. Like, I've seen everything. I've seen DB. I've seen like DB Runans. I've seen Titans like QSS. Like I've seen IE, BT. Like BT is actually not that like even though he has healing, like BT is not bad because like it's more healing, and then you get the shield, and also you get the AD. Like he uses all the stats really, really well.
Right. That makes sense.
Do you know
BT's fine.
if Warwick has the Titans, and then he ults before the Titans is fully stacked, does more AP give him more Omnivamp? Or no?
Wait, what?
Because his Omnivamp is AP scaling.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, this is passive, not... Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen a lot of, I don't know, this is a tactics.tools angle to figure out what's actually good on him.
True.
But,
Yeah.
I don't think he wants specific items, though. Like, I don't think it doesn't seem like it matters that much.
Isn't Warwick just Shio you? Just put, like, 2 Titans on him.
Yeah, no, that makes sense to me. I feel like the items, like these 2 Warwicks here, like the items on the right, I feel like this Warwick is gonna get hit by like one Nico ult or just like something and get like one shot, whereas like the Warwick on the left, I don't know, but like I haven't played too much of him, but I just feel like having the survivability of like lifesteal and like Titans, just like to me feels good, but that is just like feeling. I haven't really tried like the full AD Warwick angle. Which it could be good.
Yeah, if you have like, I don't know, if you have like hacker plus like tank admin or something, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. Honestly, I haven't played enough Warwick either.
Fair. Have you played like I just played some Jax just because I don't know, it's Jax and it's fun. You get an early Jax and you play it. And like I don't know, like it's weird to me that like so there's no Soraka anymore, which feels rough, but like also like adding Warwick, like you just get in like the admin brawler, you basically just have like a free slot. I don't really know what to do with that slot. Like one of the games I played, I ended up with like Morgana hero augment, and I had to play that, and it was fine. But, like I don't know in like an ideal scenario what your board actually is. Like after 6 brawler if you don't have +1 brawler.
I guess it's just like whatever. Like I don't know. Like these 2 units like come to mind first, I guess.
Yeah.
If it's like Windy Janna, then you definitely would play Janna, and you could even carry your Janna. But yeah, Acel and Belveth both seem like they're okay. Probably Acel seems slightly better because like I think if you run like Belveth Brawler, a lot of times they'll just like end up targeting the Belveth and killing her, I feel. But yeah, maybe Acel would be okay. Maybe what if you just run Brawler? I'm not gonna take the time to click all the Brawlers, but let's say you run like a bunch of Brawlers, and then you just run TF.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the tech.
Yeah, because
no, I think the problem with that is TF and Jax share a lot of items.
Right.
So you want bows on both.
Yeah, like you're not gonna be able to just.
You sell the Jax, and then you just play
sell the Jax.
8 Brawler TF. Yeah, because I don't know. Jax seems like whatever. He's like alright. I don't think he's that great. I think like in a similar state to how he was on live in the last few patches. I think is like Jax. I don't think he's that different. I don't think they changed Jax, but if you're just looking at like his surrounding stuff, like I guess now you could run Warwick, but now you also can't run Soraka.
It's probably just like Urgot.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Urgot's felt pretty bad.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, it's like you play him, but you definitely don't play him like how you used to, like where you hit Urgot and you just like always insta play him. Like sometimes I skip him. Like his mana, I don't care. What does mana used to be? Good check.
Wait, did they change him at all?
Yeah, I did not
They
know.
nerfed his mana.
I didn't realize they changed him.
Oh,
wait. I think that's what they did, right? Oh wait, no, it's the same. I don't know. He like. I just felt like way better like just running like random fiddle. I feel like sometimes he just takes forever to cast. Like if you just run random Urgot 1, I feel like sometimes he just doesn't cast and he just dies.
Really?
I don't know. I mean like you still like play him a lot of times, but like I'm not like as excited about Urgot as like before. Like I definitely wouldn't run him over fiddle. They nerfed Urgot in some way. I don't remember how.
Like on PvE or like before?
Yeah, on PvE. I think both.
Because I mean, yeah, before like I don't know, one of the later patch they nerfed his like his tankiness. You know, they nerfed like armor MR or something like that.
They nerfed his armor MR and they nerfed his percent HP from the wave.
Right.
Oh yeah, wait, are you talking about on live? Right?
That was on
Yeah,
live. Yeah.
that was
few weeks
live
ago or
like 2 months
something?
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. I feel like that didn't change that much, but let
Yeah.
me check. I'm pretty sure they did nerf Urgot at some point. But yeah, where is it? Okay, I don't know.
Fake news.
Yeah, maybe it is fake news.
It was
Maybe I
actually
made it
fake
up.
news. Well, I looked through all the PvE changes. I didn't see it.
Yeah, okay, maybe did I make this up? I feel like I didn't make this up and he got nerfed, but yeah, I don't know. Urgot's like, I don't know, he just seemed like a bit more whatever.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I could believe it. I would imagine on like, well, I don't know. That's just like PvE. Everyone's going 9 playing
Yeah,
Urgots and stuff, but
yeah, that's another thing. Like everyone's like class 9.
yeah, so it's whatever. Yeah.
What else is there to talk about?
Let's see. Yeah, we went through all the forecasts, right? Pog. Oh, okay. So what's the hacker Gnar tech?
Oh, yeah, I'm not 100% sure if this is good.
I've
But,
gotten shit on by some Gnars, some 3-item Gnar 3s that just one shot my entire team and like don't even take damage. Like, so I don't know. I feel like there's got to be something with Gnar that's good.
I don't know. Okay, actually, now that I say it though, I think like my last two Gnar games have been first, or even my last 3 might have been.
Mm-hmm.
But like again, like I don't know how much weight to put on PB first. So,
Right.
I'll just play him like, okay, if you have no spat or whatever, no gadgeting spat.
Mm-hmm.
Just be like this, and then Shen. I think Shen works really well with Gnar because he is a lot of the time your highest damage.
Right.
So like if you're carrying Gnar, he's a lot of the time your highest damage. So getting damage reduction on a melee unit when he's probably being targeted by somebody is really nice.
Yeah, that's big.
What else is here? It's like Echo. I don't know, like Echo Alistar or something. Where's Alistar? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you could run like Jinx or Morgana or something. I ran Morgana, so like how I played him was I ran this or something like this. Yeah, I ran something like this board. I'm not sure I'm missing something. I ran this board, and I was just like hacker. I just hacker him in, and then put like Titans. I think it's best. Like this is what I'm theorizing. It's just like Titans BT +1. +1 could be anything. Like it could be like gadgeting items for a lot of the time, or it could just be like Last Whisper, IE, GS. Oh, I was running this actually. I was running this. And I was running Hodge actually. In the game that I played. And it felt okay. I feel like a lot of it is just like being on the right side, because then if you're on the wrong side, then he can like kill like some shit unit and then walk to the front. And I think Gnar's biggest problem is he has no single target. So if you don't have hacker, if you're not running hacker, then I feel like a lot of times once you get to good front lines, like if you have like a 3-item front line, like 3-item Aatrox, 3-item Rammus or something like that, he'll just keep on ulting it, and then he won't kill it though. And if you look at this board, at least like the board that I made with the Gnar, like there's not that much damage on it besides the Gnar. Like this LeBlanc probably doesn't have items on it, she's probably not doing very much damage. So you're depending on the Gnar, and if he's just stuck on the front line the whole fight, then you're not gonna end up killing anything. So I think you do need this hacker. Yeah. So in the game I played, I just played this and it was like, okay, it's pretty strong, I guess. But then I eventually hit Morgana 3, and I said, fuck it, I'm gonna hack her in. She had like blue buff Warmogs. Yeah, actually, I'm pretty sure I have the VOD actually.
Yeah.
Or, like, I have this. I could, yeah. Was it this game? Oh, no, I think it was my last game. Okay, here, I'll even
surely Gnar, right?
Surely what?
Surely IE is not good at Gnar.
Why not?
Because his spell crits.
Wait, already crits?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like
Oh!
100% on current target.
Oh, I don't read. Oh, okay. Don't do that then. This is why we're here. Okay, don't do that. Okay, let's just put this here for now. Oh, wow, that's pretty interesting. I should do that. I should read more. Okay, back to this though. So this was the game, and then I hit Gnar 3 and I had Morg, and then eventually I just hackered it with blue off. Okay, hold on. I want to get to the hacker fights. But basically, it literally just like, it like just two-shot the backline. And she's so tanky because she's Morg 3, and I don't know, it worked. So, yeah.
Wait, is Triforce still in the game?
The Orn item? Or
No,
the
augment?
augment? Yeah, it
Yes,
is.
okay.
You think of like Triforce Gnar or something?
Triforce, Gnar, Morg. Like,
Morg, Alistar, Shen.
yeah.
Maybe.
LeBlanc.
Oh, LeBlanc. Wait, that's actually a lot of 3
Oh.
costs. Yeah.
This looks like the set 6 for it. Gnar, Morgana. Santa's not in the game anymore, but.
Oh, yeah, like Social Later or something.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow. I didn't know that it just did that. I wonder what else I don't know. That's pretty cool. Wait. I mean, this is probably something like this. I don't know. Like you don't even have to run Morgana. You don't have to run Morgana. You don't have to run these guys. Also, it's like if you are running this though, Poppy turns into Nunu, which is a really easy transition. If you have +1, then you'd probably just run both.
Right.
And then you run this. You drop like this or something, and you run this. This is what I found is like this board like falls off pretty hard if you can't get like Gnar 3.
Right.
And then also if you don't hit Nunu, because like I don't know, there's just like so much influence from like the Gnar because like he's like all of your damage unless you hit Nunu or until you hit Nunu. So it's like if you're not hitting Gnars and you don't have good items, then your board's probably just pretty bad. Yeah, because there's no like fallback plan. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. I mean, yeah, like I said, I've been stomped by some Gnar 3s. Oh, I haven't got a chance to play the Gnar augments yet. But I know it's oftentimes, I guess someone like sees a Gnar hero augment, and that's what sort of like makes them want to play Gnar carry. But like, I don't know. What was your hero augment this game?
Oh, that game, it was, I think it was support. It was like every time, you know, I could just read it. It's like every time, Gnar, or no, your team does 10% bonus damage and 20% on units that like Gnar has dealt damage to.
Yeah, yeah.
That was, I wanted the other one, but I couldn't roll for it basically.
Right.
Enemies take 10% more damage, increase to 20 the first time they're damaged by Gnar. Yeah, like this felt not that good because basically my whole team wouldn't be hitting frontline and I'd be hitting backline. So the Gnar actually wouldn't be kind of giving this to the team. Like he'd only be giving it to himself.
Right.
So I felt like this wasn't very useful because of hacker and everything.
Yeah, it's ideally you'd want that.
I think this one though, he gains 25 or +5 until every time he damages an enemy with his ability. Like if I had this one, like this one just seems like 10 times better if you're playing Gnar carry.
Right.
But yeah, I couldn't roll for it pretty much in my slot. Oh, also I took this once. Was that today? Oh, I had an eventful day. No, not this one. Not this one. Oh, I think it was this one actually. Oh yeah, so it's hero augment, and I was looking for like Nico pretty much, just like make it simple. But I hit this, and it's what's it called? Gain and Echo. His ability does, or it hits like 2 hexes, and it's 220% damage. And when I first read this augment, it seemed really bad. It used to be 200%, now it's 220. And I think it's still bad, maybe. But then like I had a remover, and this made Echo too, and I also had Spellslinger, so like I just have like Giga Echo with Spellslinger.
My god.
And I don't even know if his damage scales off of AP. Like I know the shield does. I don't know if the damage that does scales off AP.
Oh, look, you hovered over there in your VOD.
Yeah, okay, I have to pause it. Oh, God. Okay, I don't. Okay, I'll try one more time. If I miss, then I miss. Okay. 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 Okay.
Yeah.
He does a shield and then he does do damage. Okay.
So it does scale off AP.
Okay, scales a bit. Okay. Yeah. I don't know how good this augment is, like, without Spellslinger or something, but, like, this was, like, too good of a spot to not use it. And, I mean, yeah, he was doing damage.
Yeah, that's...
And he was, like, tanking like crazy, also.
Wait, but also even in that fight, you literally have a Nico 1. Okay, in this fight, you outdamages the Nico 1 at least. But, like, in that first fight, you had a Nico 1 that damages him. And his ult loses the attack speed,
Yeah.
reduction
like,
thing.
Actually slow, which is, like, whatever, I think. So...
yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, in that spot where it gives you an Echo too.
Yeah, I felt like way too like my spell was like way too like I wasn't looking for it. I was looking for like Nico, but who knows? Maybe this is good.
Yeah.
At least with Spellslinger spat at least, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure what else there's.
I haven't seen much Infinitium since like early on. I was getting wrecked by some just like 7 Infinitium boards, and since then I have seen like not very much of it. Like I don't know, I always want to like hold this opener. This opener also feels so awkward to me. Like, who are you supposed to play as your second frontliner? Like,
isn't Lisa?
I mean, you could probably play anything, but yeah, Lisa and like just like Lisa and Blitz is probably okay.
Okay.
Or like just Lisa. Like Rammus, I guess even.
Yeah.
Shan.
Just ignore Heart.
Isn't it Lisa and Shan? Right? Or wait, no.
Yeah, no, I mean once you get to
it turns into Shen eventually.
Well, yeah, once you get to Shen, I just feel like when I'm building a board basically out of all like 1 costs, I like have this board, and if I haven't hit Lee Sin, I have this board, and I'm just like, what the fuck am I playing? Like random Wukong 1 on this board.
Duplicating Pantheon feels really nice though, just because you get like a second like CC unit. I could even see like, especially if like Pantheon too, even if it's back row, you could probably do like this and like play like, I don't know, let's say we're playing Lee. You could even do like this if it's somewhere in the back row, and then you just have 2 Pantheons walk up eventually because of the Infinitium.
Yep.
It seems better than, actually now that I think about it, this is like definitely seems good, because the thing is like when you're duplicating, especially like 2-1, right? You get 1 item. If you're duplicating like a Lucian or a Sivir, like I doubt that these things with like 30% damage. I think it's actually 30. Is that 40?
I think it's 40, but they might have changed it.
Okay, 40, 30, 40, whatever. Like it doesn't do that much damage with like 1 item, 1 random item. So like just doing this, like I played a 7 Infinitium game, and my duplicates ended up being Rammus and Aatrox. Like I had 2 spats.
Okay.
And I was just doing this, like, so the portals were here and here, and I think for like 1 fight I duplicated like Sivir TF, and then I ended up just being like, okay, this doesn't even feel that good, so I'm just gonna do this, and then it would just be like a random like 3 item Aatrox would spawn, and even though it's like not like as strong, because of like the Infinitium fall off. Just getting like 3-item Aatrox and 3-item Rammus that have like Sunfire, Warmogs, Vow, Redemption, and stuff like that for free. It just like improves the front line a lot. And then eventually it turned into like Ezreal, I guess, like Ezreal Fiddle or something.
Whenever you get ZZ Rots early game, it just feels so disgusting.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Just
Like,
spawning with a CC Rot.
nah.
Or even like Vow, and then it
Or
just like
Redemption.
insta pops them. Yeah. Or yeah, Redemption where they spawn beside. Yeah. That's like a good feeling part about the trait, but yeah, I mean, I guess it's like the same thing as like all the other traits that I mentioned before, like Laser Core, Anima, and all that, where it's like you probably don't keep running it unless you have a spot. Because and then even then, like I've seen it be really hit or miss. I think a common thing is like you know, I've seen a lot of people reroll Sivir. And then if you reroll Sivir and you get to 5 or 7, then you just have 2 Sivir 3s. Or even Pantheon, 2 Pantheon 3s and stuff like that. Or Lucian even. Whatever. One of these 1 costs, if you like reroll any one of these and you hit the 3-star, then just duplicating one of the 3 stars is really, really pretty good. And yeah, that's something that might be good.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And I mean, one game that I watched Chunga play, but he went like Pantheon Lucian reroll, but then didn't even end up playing Infinitium, which confused me. But the other thing we have to talk about is the Lucian trait, the shot, quick draw.
Oh yeah,
because they buffed it really hard. It felt really weak early, in PvE, and I haven't played it post buffs, but like I don't know, one of the last changes they increased. Okay, and what is the deal? I was watching like Dish Soap stream, and he was saying something about Kaisa with quick draw doesn't benefit from more than 2 quick draw. It like makes her double auto attack or something.
Okay, this is what I like. What's it called? This is what I thought like initially from reading it. And I remember on stream like multiple times I questioned it and I like asked people and just no one knew the answer because this trait. Okay, honestly, like straight up, I feel like this is just like the worst trait that they've like added. Because like it's just like so weird and complicated for no reason. But anyway, so yeah, so like I'm reading it, right? So it says quick draw after 2 damaging ability projectiles. Quick draws fire a bonus ability projectile. And then I'm thinking about it and I'm like, wait, but like Kaisa doesn't really have ability projectiles.
Right.
Just autos.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, wait, so is her passive count as projectile? And does that do bonus damage? But that doesn't sound right because it's not a projectile, it's just like a passive that procs. So that doesn't make sense. So so basically what it does is it increases the damage of her ability projectiles, but that just means it increases the damage of her auto attacks. But then like who cares about Kaisa auto attacks? Because yeah, that's it, who cares? So from the beginning I theorized that like why would you go more than 2? Because it doesn't make sense. But I never knew the actual answer. But then I think I heard from like Mortog's like apparently Mortog said like you probably don't go more than 2.
With Kaisa
but the thing is,
specifically?
it's just like the trait is like it's just like so weird because like it works different for like each unit. So it's like Kaisa, you don't want to go more than 2 and it only works on her auto attacks.
Wait, okay, so
like,
I still don't completely get it. Okay, so like the way
it's also just like really weird.
The way I was thinking is that like, okay, Kaisa autos, and then when she like procs her passive thing and like does the extra damage, I was assuming that's when she like fires an extra shot. And it's like every 2 of those, but not for like every proc of the passive, like once it becomes like fully stacked, was how I imagined that it worked. But like what are you saying with it, like because does it scale with every single auto attack? Like, is that what you're saying?
I think it's like every 2 times she autos, she gets the bonus one. So it actually benefits her damage, but not in the way that quick draw kind of intends. Like quick draw intends that like you get bonus ability projectiles and the projectiles do damage. But in Kaisa's case, you'd get bonus ability projectile, but the damage comes from more passive procs.
Mm-hmm. And but the passive scales with AP, right?
Yeah.
So like it does. Yeah. How does it scale with her autos? Like I'm thinking of it just from the like passive perspective, and like you
Oh,
proc her passive more if you had like a bunch of AP. If you threw like a death cap on her, it would do increased.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what was the question?
I don't like. Okay, so why is 2-4 on Kaisa no diff? Like I feel like it should be like, okay, the extra proc that she's getting off of her passive does a bunch more damage, and that's good.
Because it doesn't change how much your passive gets procced, from 2, 3, and 4.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that increases is the damage from the bonus ability projectile.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, the bonus ability projectile, I don't even think it does magic damage. Like, it's just like another auto attack that does 175% of the damage that it's supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Who's inviting me?
Oh, I get it.
So
now.
it's like, yeah. So it's like if she does like 50 damage per auto attack. Okay, this is how I think it works, but I might also be wrong again. So, like let's say that she does like 50 per auto. With 2 quick draw in, she would get a bonus. Like every 2 autos, she would get a bonus one that does 55% damage, which is like 30 damage. So like that's so she does that. She autos twice. It goes 50-50, and then she fires a bonus one that does like 30 damage. And if you have 4 quick draw, it would do like 50-50, and then like 90 or something instead. And I think that's like the difference between 2 and 4. So like it really doesn't do anything, pretty much.
Wait, so does the bonus projectile? I was thinking that it was just like another shot of her passive, but does that give her a stack? Is that what?
Yeah, I think it does give her a stack, and that's why you.
That's why you only want
the play is not to just run 0, because that was also something that I like theorized that like do you just run 0 quick draw because it's like it doesn't do anything anyway.
Right.
But I think what it does do, and why people recommend 2, is because it does help you stack your passive faster.
Right. Okay. So that makes sense. Okay, so then yeah, you only run 2 because like the increase in damage from going from 2 to 4 is actually like pretty minuscule, but the increase from 0 to 2 is actually like good. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's the deal with Ezreal?
Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing, and this is why I say it's like probably like the worst trait that they've added in a while. It literally works different with every champion. So Kaisa only works on her autos. You only want to run 2, so like that's already kind of weird. It's also kind of weird when you read it. It's like, what does this even mean?
Because it's not a projectile. It just isn't a projectile. But
yeah,
all good.
So like Ezreal, I think how Ezreal works is he shoots 2 projectiles, right? He shoots one that like chills targets, and then he shoots one that does damage. I think how a quick draw works with Ezreal is every time he shoots the damaging projectile, it actually just like shoots twice.
Okay. Okay.
Hold on, I think there's like a clip on Twitter about quick draw. Yeah.
Does the first one do damage?
Okay, so here's where it doesn't make sense. It's after 2 damaging projectiles, but the first one isn't a damaging projectile. But the second one will always proc the thing.
Right.
Let me just verify that, because I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
I think that's correct as well. But even though
like,
that doesn't actually
every time, but like, why does it proc every time when the first one doesn't do damage? So Kaisa only does autos. Ezreal, for some reason, it works. But if it didn't work, then it would also suck. So it has to work that way.
Right.
And then Lucian, he shoots like what, 4?
He shoots 4.
4 shots, and I guess.
And he shoots like 2 extra.
Yeah.
I think like Lucian makes sense, and MF.
I think Lucian's
makes
and
sense.
MF's make sense.
Yeah.
But then I think Ezreal's and Kaisa has to like bend the rules in order for it to work.
Right.
And then on top of that, it's like a very awkward trait to read and understand. So it's awkward to read and understand. Then 2 of them have different rules. for some reason. And then on top of that, the trait is just not that good either. Like I don't know. I don't know. And these units are like kind of awkward to all fit together. I have no idea.
Yeah.
That's my impression of it.
No, I think that's fair.
I mean, I want to take a look.
Yeah, because I imagine
There you go.
like when you're playing like MF carry, I feel like 4 quick draw should be like a pretty big increase in damage. Like, can you not just play like MF carry 4 quick draw and then like some frontline?
Oh, that's what I thought. I played that, and I swear I had best in slot items, and I had good frontline, and I had 4 quick. Cause I'm pretty sure if you play Anima, MF is still really good. If you just play standard Anima, literally the exact same way, because all the units are the same. I think that's still fine. But then I tried playing 4 quick draw MF to see if that would be any good. And I just did not feel good. Like, I swear I was in like a pretty high roll spot in terms of I hit my MFs. I think I had Bunny Mercenary too, I think. I had Bunny Mercenary, 4 quick draw, and then I think I had like Garen 2, Aatrox 2, like fully itemized Aatrox, and like a decent frontline. And then she just like wasn't like doing as much damage as I thought she would. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe if you could run like 4 ace with some quick draw, that could be good. That's like harder to run though. I just want to see if there was like a consistent way to play quick draw or to play MF, because like it seemed like you could only play it with Anima, so I wanted to see if you could just like kind of run.
Yeah, if there's another way to play it. Right.
I don't know where it is, but there's like a clip. There's like a mini like GIF of quick draw. And it shows like all the units. I can't. I just want to find it just to like get a better idea. TFT quick. It's here. Okay, here. Yeah, so it's basically like this, right? So you can like kind of see how it works. So with Ezreal, yeah, you could like see the bonus thing come out. And that always happens, and then MF,
it looks like the first projectile, the bonus thing that he sends out.
Yeah, I guess it looks the same.
But is it like a copy of the second projectile?
Yeah, I think it's a copy of the second one.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, let me see Lucian.
I think Lucian, he just fires 2 extra bolts and it's like pretty normal. Oh, does the gift stop when he bolts? Yeah. But I think it makes sense with Lucian. He fires 4 bolts and he fires an extra 2 that are a little bit worse.
Yeah, and then MF, it's like, I think it's like the pink ones.
MF ult with this quick draw in looks so cool.
Yeah, it's like blue, pink, I think. Something like that. I have no idea. Okay, and then Kaisa.
Okay, so Kaisa, yeah, it does that, and then I think
yeah, like that extra thing.
But it doesn't, wait. Auto,
So
and then it sends an extra one.
Yeah, I think.
And then auto.
Like visually, 1, 2, or
wait.
So that extra thing.
MF just shoots before Kaisa procs it every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can like see it. It's like one right, and then right here. Wait, that thing right there, the double, and then here again. This one is the. This one should be the quick draw one, and then. Oh wait.
I am losing my mind looking at this passive.
Yeah, I mean it's like I don't know. It's just colors. I feel like it should be. It should also be more visually, clear. Like what is the quick draw? But like it just looks the same. Like, you watch Kaisa in a real fight.
Dude, Kaisa justice very well.
I don't know. But yeah. Oh, and then speaking of that, Kaisa, I don't even know. Oh man.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about Kaisa boards because I tried. I don't know. I didn't play that much Kaisa. I said I was like 20 out of 20 twice.
Oh, I tried forcing Kaisa. And I went like. I don't know. I went like 8. Okay, more 8s than not 8.
Yeah.
And then I won like twice. But I don't know if I won because the board is good or because of other reasons.
Right.
But, yeah, she just feels so weird. Like, I don't know. So like, I don't know. I know there's a Lucian augment. There's like Lucian support augment, where it's like combat start, your team gains 20 AP every time they attack they gain 2 AP, and that just like sounds like, oh, I'm gonna run Kaisa.
Right.
But yeah, I don't even know. So like, let's say you have that augment and you play Lucian and you play Kaisa.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not 100% sure what you want to run. So like, you might want to run Star Guardian.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, isn't TF just a better version of Kaisa though?
Yes. That sounds fantastic. Let's do that instead, actually. Okay. All right. Yeah. Actually, that does sound way better, doesn't it? You just run TF.
Okay, like yes, right now, but like in theory,
In theory, I
best board
feel
should
like
be
that augment was made so that you're supposed to play like quick draw and you're supposed to try to play
right.
Kaisa.
It, like in theory, this should be the board you're.
Yeah, it should be. And then I don't like. I have no idea. I feel like it's definitely not as brain dead as Recon, where it's like, or not brain dead, I guess, but it's like, you know, Recon, you literally run 4 Recon and you run threats, and that's it.
No, it was so great.
But then like here, it's like, do you run like 2 quick draw or do you want to run more? Like you can run more if you want to benefit the other ones. And then it's like, what's your front line? Your front line could literally be anything. Because like I don't think she needs more than 2 Star Guardian probably.
Right.
Like okay, so she's 105 mana now instead of like 50, I think she was before, like 40, 50 on live. So I guess like she can benefit from the Star Guardian a bit more.
I'm sure she was
I
like
guess
80.
Wait, what?
Pretty sure she was like 80 on live. Oh,
Really? So it was low.
60? Never mind. 60.
Okay, in the middle. Somewhere like that. Yeah, 60. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe she could benefit a bit more from Star Guardian. And also, I'm pretty sure the build on Kaisa is not attack speed. And you just go AP on hit. Or not AP on hit. AP plus like multipliers. So it's like...
Oh, really?
I think it's like GS, and then you could run like Archangel or Deathcap. And then like JG if you want. Like you don't have to run JG, but you can run JG if you have like AP. Like I don't know. I could see this being a build.
Wait, how come?
Okay, so
like, doesn't
before
she...
Okay, yeah. So before you had Recon and that was your source of damage, is the fact that your abilities will innately crit. So if you run like Shiv Rageblade, then you just attack a lot and then you proc your passive a lot, and it also has like some form of AP. So like Shiv and Rageblade give you a bit of AP, so that's like some more damage. But now, because you don't have Recon and also Quick Draw does not like we went over, like Quick Draw does not contribute to the damage that your passive actually does, like Recon did. All Quick Draw does is it helps you proc your passive more. So now your passive is not doing that much damage, so you have to like supplement that damage in some way. So that's where like I guess like building flat AP would come in. Like maybe Deathcap's better, I don't know. But yeah, I think if you try to build her like Rageblade, like Rageblade Shiv, I feel like she just like does not do enough damage on her passive procs, and then she's, yeah, it doesn't sound that good.
Right. I can see that. Do you think maybe like one attack speed item? Because like another sort of scaler is just like proccing the passive more frequently, you know? So do you think you could play like Static Shiv or Rageblade plus like 2 damage items, or damage item plus Gunblade? And then like, you know, you're proccing it more frequently, especially with like, I mean, actually, I don't know. Is this good or bad? Like, the fact that you're proccing it more frequently with Quick Draw, like, do you care about auto-attacking more, or do you actually care about it less?
Okay, honestly, I'm not sure. Like...
You probably get a lot of attack speed from ultimate.
Yeah, you get a lot of attacks from the
Plus-
thing. Plus, like if you run like 4 Star Guardian,
Yeah.
Mhm.
that could also be something. I'm not sure how much damage does this even do. 110, 150, 240. Like, okay, another thing is like I've paid attention to Kaisa damage, and a lot of the time it just looks like it's 50-50, which does
Mhm.
not seem right.
Right.
In terms of AD versus AP or magic versus physical.
Mhm.
And I think a part of that probably comes from quick draw is like you get the bonus projectile, but the bonus projectile is like physical, I guess, because it just like duplicates your auto attack.
Right.
Wait, does Kaisa quick draw give you mana then?
Oh.
Oh, you're asking too many questions now.
Oh my god.
Wait, that would
I-
make sense though.
Would it?
Yeah. I don't know.
'Cause,
Yes.
like, do any of the other ones give mana?
Well,
The other
are
ones
all
don't duplicate
abilities.
Yeah,
autos.
but the others
though.
are all abilities.
Oh my
You know?
god.
This trait is so good.
You still have that Mort Dog video open? You gotta play that
I
on.
mean, I'm pretty sure it doesn't show their. Oh, actually, it does. Wait. Okay. Actually, okay.
You can also slow it down.
Oh my god.
It's
We have to do this. Okay. All right. Boom.
for auto. It
She
did
used
not give her mana there. I don't think.
Okay,
Like she
hold
didn't get
on.
extra mana.
Okay. 1, 2. Okay. I don't think she does, right? Should I do
It
again?
does not look like. No, it does
No,
not
she
give her
doesn't.
extra mana.
Okay. Awesome.
Science.
Awesome. Yeah. That is a cool trait.
Okay. Well, okay. Now the Kaisa thing finally makes sense to me. Which I mean, it doesn't make sense, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
I understand how it works.
Right. Who knows? Maybe we're all wrong. And that's not even how it works.
No, I think that's how it works, even though it's.
Oh, this is the wrong set. Actually, this is better. Let's just bring back Recon.
Oh
Honestly,
man.
isn't Recon so much cooler anyway?
No.
What do you mean? They get to
No.
dash
No,
around.
Recon was kinda
My
sick.
Vayne- My Vayne turns into Faker.
I loved Recon.
Yeah.
Like that's the best.
Hmm.
But
I mean,
now we
after they
have
made it so
quick
they don't
draw.
dash into the middle of the enemy team. Like once they made it like kind of better, it was pretty lit.
Yeah, now you need like I don't even know. Now you need like a PhD to figure out how this trait works.
Uh-huh. That's good. That's a competitive advantage.
Right. I mean, is it an advantage? Because like, who's playing Kaisa anyway?
Yeah, maybe that's fair.
But like, let's say this champion is meta.
Mhm.
I feel like there probably is like a lot of like skill in this comp because now it's like, okay, all you need to play, like probably is like 2 quick draw, and like even your quick draw slot is flex because it can be any of the 3. And then you probably want to play 2 Star Guardian at least 2 or 4.
Mhm.
So then, like, let's say you play like these 3 champions, and the rest of your comp is like flexed out. So
Right.
it's like, what do you play? You can play like this as frontline. You can play Morgana. You can just play like Aatrox. Like, I don't even know.
Yeah.
You can drop this, play MF, play like MF as a second carry. Maybe give her some of these or something. I don't even know.
Oh yeah, we're cooking now.
Yeah, so like this or something. Like I don't even know. It just seems like in a comp where Kaisa is the main carry, it just feels like everything is flex because like you don't like actually need anything. Or like I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't know how much she actually cares about
Yeah.
having
You know what kind of sounds good on paper?
what?
Neela, Fiora, Alistar, Echo. Like those 4.
Fiora, Alistar, Echo.
2 SG, 2 Ox, 2 Duelist, 2.
Oh wait, are you
Aegis.
talking about just these 4 in isolation?
In isolation? Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, it seems okay. Honestly, like Neela's been like kind of whatever.
Wait, really?
And like I feel like after like she got like I think she also got nerfed a
She
bit.
got nerfed?
Okay,
I
is
thought
this
it was
another
live.
one of my like phantom nerfs that like didn't actually happen?
I
It's a
think she
nerf
got
in your
nerfed
mind.
on live, but I don't know if she got nerfed on PvE.
234, 270, 330. She got buffed?
No,
But it
Neela
looked
got
like
nerfed live, but she didn't get changed in PvE.
Oh. Okay, you know what? Maybe it's just the fact that there's no Yumi anymore.
true.
Yeah.
That makes me feel like, oh, she's like manageable now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If you run these four plus like the 2 quick draw back line, you have a +1.
Oh, like this is front line and then quick draw back line.
Quick draw back line, you can add like a rel. You can switch to like a Syndra or something.
Yeah. It turns into Syndra. And then you like reroll. Yeah, that's another thing. Is like if let's say you're playing Kaisa. If you're playing Kaisa, you don't want to only roll for Kaisa.
Right.
So it's like, who else are you rolling with Kaisa?
I'm pretty sure Fiora 2 with Ox is like pretty good stage 4. How much is 2 Ox?
It's just 10 now, right?
25? It's 10?
It used to be 10. It used to be 20, but they nerfed it. 10.
Oh. Okay,
Yeah.
40,
90.
90.
I don't know then.
It's still not that bad. I mean, I kind of get it. Like 10 is such a tiny number, but the thing is, it's like if you compare it to like what it used to be attack speed, and it's like most of these units like barely cared about the attack speed anyway.
Right.
So giving them like the armor and MR is just like a straight up buff, I guess, because it's like it goes from a stat that like they don't care about to like a stat that like they definitely do care about. So they just had to reduce it to like such a small amount, just because like Oxforce already is also good.
That's less than a chain bus. Like, the chain is.
I mean, like, it's still like, what's it called? It's still like it's just for the stats. Yeah. It's more of just like I don't know. You get the Oxforce passive, which is like still good. Like you'd still like run Oxforce on like the.
I'm just pretty sure Duelist on Neela is like good. It is like a like 2 Duelist Neela is a lot better than no Duelist Neela.
Oh wait, where'd she go? Yeah, maybe.
Just to like get like a second cast off. He's like, I don't know. She spends a while casting. I guess it's not that long.
Yeah. How much is Forest Tree?
70.
70. That's a lot, right? I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, I've like tried already. I don't want to stress about Kaisa until like she's like buffed anyway.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've never played Kaisa.
Yeah,
I don't think I am either. Okay, if someone in that tournament or whatever they're playing in makes Kaisa work, I don't know.
Yo, yeah, they have the secret Kaisa tech, which is you actually play 4 quick draw and then you build all AD items on her.
Kaisa sounds like a good transition into TF.
Yeah, I feel like that sounds interesting. I feel like when you mentioned that, when you're like, why don't you just play TF in this board? I was like, oh, why don't I just play TF on this board?
Like a Duelist with Neela, and then like Star Guardian is good. You can get like spell somehow.
Okay, wait. Now that I think, actually, never mind. I was gonna say, now that I think about it, like I built Titans on Kaisa before and it actually felt good. And then I was thinking like, oh, maybe it's actually good because a lot of her damage actually comes from her auto attacks now. But then I remember the fact that I think Kaisa actually has like one of the lowest base ADs in the game. I'm pretty sure she has like 30 AD. So it's like, why would you ever build?
Because it's supposed to be that all of her damage comes from her.
Yeah, she has 35 base AD.
Ability. But you were saying, and yeah, I was watching one of the games where you're playing Kaisa, like the fact that her damage was like 50-50 AD AP. Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't make sense though.
Yeah.
Like, is it a bug? Like, I don't get like how that's even possible.
I mean, now that we're talking about it, I think it's just the fact that like,
isn't it just bad design?
Yeah, she autos a lot, and then quick draw duplicates her physical damage auto attack, and then on top of that, she doesn't have recon, so her ability does not do that much damage. So another thing about recon is like, I think what people think is she doesn't have recon anymore. She needs JG, but then like that just like doesn't really make that much sense because it's like
She doesn't have
she
any
basically
AP.
operates the same way as every other champion does now,
Right.
and no champion like needs JG.
Right.
So like Kaisa doesn't just automatically need JG because she doesn't have recon, and also recon is like super JG because you also get 100% crit with it, and you don't get that with just getting JG.
Yeah,
So,
that makes sense. I mean, she doesn't get AP from anywhere, right? So like, JG on its own is
yeah, exactly.
not better than Death Cap, just on like a 0 item Kaisa.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like in my head, like this, or like Death Cap or Archangel or something, or like Hodge even, or something like this. It's like her best in slot, maybe. I don't know. That's what I feel.
Wait, Kaisa's damage numbers are so much lower in the set.
Like just from like compared to set 8?
Compared to 8. It used to be 225 at Kaisa 2, and now it's 150.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, why would they do that? Okay, why would they do that when quick draw doesn't even work?
I don't know.
Wait, what's the attack speed before?
It's
75 now? It's 75 now?
Yeah, but
okay, I think
it's way more attack speed, but
yes, it's way more attack speed.
Mana also went up.
Yeah, mana went up, but the attack speed went up. So I think it makes sense. Maybe this is even more.
But I mean, I guess you're stacking plasma like 33% faster. So you do like 33% less damage. But then you also can't like crit anymore. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it sucks.
Yeah, I just realized, like, 110, 150, and then it used to be 150, 225. So the passive on Kaisa 2 is the same as the passive on old Kaisa 1, and also she had recon, whereas now we have this trait.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I think Kaisa's support augment is a lot better now, though. Right.
Oh, I don't remember what it's called. It's called like
it just is. Yeah, it just recon.
Oh yeah, it's like you give recon to, well, you give the recon passive to.
You dash.
Not the passive. You get the recon damage to
crit. Yeah, to 4 people, 3 people, 3 people.
I don't even know if you can check it because these augments, I'm pretty sure they're not updated to. Oh, it does. Okay, it is here. Okay. 2 closest allies gain crit, and the spells can crit. Is that even good? Like, you basically
seems good.
40?
Like, you don't even give them damage. You just give them crit, and then so you give them like JG minus the damage, or minus the AP. Kinda. JG gives a what, 20% crit?
Oh, but I mean, it's probably good with like MF, but
yeah, I guess if you play like if you play MF.
Yeah, I don't know how good it'll actually be on like Kaisa carry.
Oh yeah, definitely not on like Kaisa carry. I guess.
No, yeah, I'm thinking. I mean, you could just play with
play this.
Yeah, you could do it with that. You could do it just with like Nico like. Vertical Star Guardians.
Okay, but yeah, that's another thing. It's like, whenever I play like Star Guardian and like Nico, it's like if I'm looking to add in random Star Guardians, it's like never Kaisa.
Okay, it's not Kaisa, but if you ever carry augment, like or her support augment, you can just like not play Nyla, play or with like Lux, Nico, Echo, Kaisa.
Yeah.
Seems fine.
Yeah, we'll see. I can't believe like how light they were on some of these patches. Like, I wish there was someone like the last 2 PvE patches were basically not patches.
Right.
Let me check. Like they were more of like adjustments than patches. Like it wasn't even like beat patch. It was just like they like bug fixed and that's it.
Right. Well, what do you think's like egregiously out of line right now? Like Kaisa, like too weak.
I wish they. Like, I don't know what the stats are actually. I wish they were buffed like Samira Belveth.
Mm-hmm.
Samira Belveth and okay, don't buff Jhin actually. But yeah, Samira Belveth I feel like need buffs. They added like 1 AD to Sure Shot,
Right.
which is like not nothing because it stacks every 4 seconds.
Yeah.
I feel like Star Guardian and Spellslinger might still be too strong. They did nerf Spellslinger like twice though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to feel about Gnar. Like, I'm not sure if he's actually good. But the thing is, it's like, so it's like they got rid of Senna, and Senna was like the 3-cost like AD carry.
Mm-hmm.
But now what? It's Gnar. So like, I don't know. Gnar feels kind of weird.
I mean, like Vayne can.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, sorry, Vayne. Okay, and Vayne. Yeah, Vayne's good. Vayne's definitely good. They buffed Ashe, which is good. I don't know if she's actually good.
Oh yeah, I've not.
They
Just
buffed
because
her,
of
which
like
is
the whole
nice.
like laser core being awkward thing, I've not really like played any like Ashe.
Yeah, and Fiora might need a nerf at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's. I just wanted like some changes, I guess, so I could like play something different.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I think the idea is that it's balanced, so like that would be the idea, that they wouldn't have to change a lot if stuff was really balanced. I don't know if that's actually true. I mean, you can't really know without like stats or like more higher level competition.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
All right.
Have you played any Pike carry? Because when this first came out, everyone was telling me this is the most broken unit in the entire game.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure he's still overtuned.
Mm-hmm.
His best in slot might actually just be like honestly, I don't know. I just wait through this. Like, I don't even know.
TFT
Oh,
players.
I had a game. I'm pretty sure I put it in your
Titans,
Discord. Wait. Hold on. Let me check your Discord.
TFT players, they just say BIS every unit is triple Titans. That's BIS GP. Oh, it's like 2 Titans plus 1.
I have
Right.
this game. Do you see this?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Okay, it was Pandora's items. But I had 4 Chalice, Zeke's, 4 Hacker, with whatever this thing is called, Riftwalker, and I had Mech. I think I had 2 Pikes, and then my 2/1 augment gave I had Mech offered, and I was just like, okay, this game's free. I clicked the Mech, and this unit's like so useless, or like it looks so useless, but then you just get the items and you hit Pike 3. I'm pretty sure once I hit Pike 3, this unit never died a single time in the rest of the game. And it's so like cringe, honestly, because like I'm not the only reason I'm itemizing like this is because no other unit on the board does a single thing. Like none of these guys do anything. They don't do any damage. They don't actually tank. Like there's a Zac somewhere here. There's a Vex and a Jhin somewhere here. There's 2 mechs somewhere here. Like none of these units do a single thing except for Pike because they all die in 8 seconds and then he slowly 1v9s the whole board.
Isn't Pike just like the best CC unit and the best damage unit?
Yeah, that's another. Okay, so like if a unit's like this, Pike just like dashes here, and then he what's it called? He stuns everybody here, and then let's say he does the stab again. So he does true damage for some reason. He like jumps here. He does true damage. He stabs this thing. He dashes here, and then he just hits everybody within this radius for a thing. And then after he true damage stabs this thing, I'm pretty sure they also get hit by the stun. So if you're in the corner and then you get hit by this, the true damage, and then this, you're just dead, and you're also stunned. And then on top of that, you could reroll him and be a carry. Like, I actually don't understand. But yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah, no, I think my main, I don't know, the thing that I felt is like awkward with Pike is just like Riftwalker is a 2-cost, 3-cost, 4-cost, and so like I see this unit early and I'm like not sure if I'm supposed to be holding it Like
Oh,
it
yeah.
it feels like how are you playing this early game? Which is why I don't know, I haven't hit Pike carry augment yet, so I haven't had a chance. Or wait, isn't it like Pike support augment is like I don't know.
Pike support is the damage one. Pike carry I think gives you like rerolls.
Right. Yeah, like Pike support.
This one is like reverse GS, and then the other one is
Yeah, the free
trade
rolls.
sector, pretty much, I guess.
Yeah. So yeah, like I haven't got a. I mean, I haven't had a game where I could play either of these, but it's also because like I'll see these sometimes early, but it just feels so awkward holding Pikes early because like you're not getting Riftwalker in, and then like I don't know,
Yeah.
it's still hard to even get Hacker in.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Honestly, okay, I think in like current balance, if you have a spot for it, so I think his best item is Titans. Let me take a look at it again. Like I don't even know. Titans, JG. You don't actually need healing. You don't really want GS. It feels like you want Spark, but you actually don't really want Spark because his first thing is true damage, and then once he dashes, like Spark only procs on like these units or
Right.
something like that. So it's like you damage everybody in this line, but only like these units get affected by Spark, and it also doesn't help like your other team if your team does magic damage.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think Spark is actually that good. Maybe Archangels is good. I think Archangel's probably fine. JG is probably fine. Titans. Titans is nice because it makes him tanky, and if you have a lot of hacker, then that adds even more value.
Right.
Shojin is probably just overrated, or like unnecessary, because even though it helps, you don't need it, and you might want to use the slot for something better because he gets a lot of mana from getting hit.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe you have your cut or something like that, and you have like early Shojin, that could be good.
Yeah, that makes
That's what
sense.
I imagine.
But yeah, I just don't get how like I'm gonna end up in a situation where I'm playing Pike Reroll. Like, I guess if you hit augment at 2-1, that makes sense. But, like, I don't get how I'm playing a stage 3 board, like 3-2, and I'm ever hitting like a Pike augment.
Oh, I mean, I think if you have like, if we're like under the assumption that like Titans is really good,
Mm-hmm.
and like maybe you have like Titans plus Rod,
Mm-hmm.
bow, chain, rod, and you have at least one Pike, or you have like Econ opener, and then you hit like Lotus, or you hit like Battle Mage or something, you might just be able to just say like, okay, this is a Pike game, and then you just commit Pike.
You just angle it, and then what? Like you sack stage? Can you roll down 3-2? Because like ideally you want Jhin. So
No, I think you could play this board with supers even, maybe. Supers plus hacker is probably fine, I think. And then later levels then you play it. So this is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This could be your level 6 board, I guess. And then eventually like
and then 7,
you
8
play
is
this except
Vex Jhin.
yeah, Vex and Jhin. So Jhin plus Vex. And then you get Zac. This is being like level 8, but level 7 could just be this. Or you drop Shen. You drop one of Shen or LeBlanc, and then you just play this.
Right.
And yeah, I don't know. It's just pretty cringe. Like he's a cringe unit, and then also, it's like if you look at this board, it's like the same thing. It's like none of these units do anything except for Pike.
That's
I
pretty
mean,
sick. I want to play that now. That sounds too fun.
Yeah, I mean, this game was fun. That one game that I showed, or that one screenshot that I showed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it felt bad. Like, I felt bad for the people in the lobby because like they could actually just have Fast 9 Legendary board and they just lose to 2 cost. But yeah, it was fun, I guess. But yeah, if you sack the hacker also, and then you get like the LeBlanc back in, and then maybe you have hacker spat, you just have 5 hacker Thanos, going crazy. So that's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, no, I should.
Weird about this set. Sorry, you first.
Oh no, I was just gonna say like I don't know. I think this makes more sense. As far I mean, it still doesn't really make sense with how like I guess I'm never gonna like naturally end up in a Pike game. It's really just gonna be like you see Pikes and say like this is a Pike game. You know, but it's never like I don't know. He doesn't fit into an early game board, but I guess you can just sort of like force it.
Yeah.
I feel like I felt this sort of the same way about like Viego last set, where like I when I thought a game was a Viego game, I would end up playing like Renegades early because I wanted to hit augments, but like at the same time, like I always felt like that was not my strongest version of my early board. I don't know, Pike seems like similar to me in that like I feel like I might end up sort of just playing like these worse early boards because I'm thinking of angling Pike. I don't know, maybe the idea is you just like but it also feels bad to just like say I'm gonna like hold 2 Pikes on bench and then like play a good board. That like actually is strong early and then pivot into it. Like that feels bad because it's just like so much econ that you're holding on your bench. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe you do just force it from lost streak. Like I could see
Yeah.
that making a lot of sense.
Yeah. I mean, if you have items on him or something, he might just be worth running like without traits in early game.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just run random Pike with like I don't know, Titans or whatever, and you just I'm not sure. Honestly, I haven't played that much Pike, but this unit is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you could add augments here? Oh. Wow. This is what
Doruwaza
like
and something.
the team builder in client wishes it was.
True. Look,
Like
we
this,
don't
like-
have the technology.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's better than nothing, I guess. That little team builder.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, why I feel like there's so many more like econ hero augments. Now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I don't know. Like sometimes I like watch like YouTube clips and whatever, and I know there's like a clip of Mortog explaining, like I think someone asked like, why do so many of the like the carry hero augments just feel like another support augment or something like that?
Right.
And I think it's like he says like he doesn't want to. Okay, I hope I don't like phrase this wrong. I think it's like he doesn't want a unit to only be playable with the carry augment and doesn't want to like balance like everything only around if you get the carry augment or not, and like making it more generic, even if it is like supposed to be their carry, making it more generic so that makes it easier to balance, I guess, and play them in multiple different spots instead of just with specific augments.
Yeah, but they don't have to be econ augments, right? They could just be another support.
So Jhin is econ.
Jhin is
Jhin has an
econ. TF is econ.
TNF has an econ augment.
MF is econ.
MF has an econ augment.
Lucian is econ.
Yeah, Lucian is.
Pike is econ.
Ezreal technically.
Draven.
I guess. Of XP. Draven. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Ezreal 5, whatever it's called.
Okay, but also like
Ezreal.
as a portion of the entire cast, that's like not that many, you know?
It's like half of the
Yeah,
four
I mean-
costs. Of the 4 costs.
Oh, the 4. Wait,
Is it half?
it's not half.
1, 2, 3.
I think there was another one. I guess Warwick's not econ, but it's yeah.
It's like
never mind.
scaling. Yeah.
Or Warwick is a second support, which is like what I would rather have than econ.
Yeah.
My biggest quip with 7.5 was there are 4 fucking econ traits. And
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I just do not like econ like what's
It's
it
so
called?
fun though.
But where the econ? Wait, which ones?
In 7.5?
Yeah.
Shimmer scale, lagoon.
Oh, traits.
Pirates and
I thought you
Astral,
meant augments.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I know what you mean. Okay. Yeah. I mean,
I'm
have,
glad
like-
there aren't that many like early ones.
Yeah.
It's like GP and
Lucian.
Lucian, right? Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I guess they have like 60 champions or something. They had to make 2 hero augments each, while also being different from last set. It's kind of hard.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's true. I mean, yeah.
But yeah, they definitely like even like the Vex ones. I'm pretty sure it seems like double support kind of. Vex heals her allies.
Right.
When you field her, Vex her team gets 20 AP. So it's like a lot of them just feel like kind of double.
Do you know where I
support,
can find a manual for TFT?
where it's not like this. Like this is just like, oh, you get this. Samir does a lot more damage. Like this one, I'm pretty sure this doesn't. It's like Gunblade. Okay, it's like Turbo Gunblade, but you can't heal yourself. And I'm pretty sure this is her carry. So it's like kind of awkward. Her carry is like a Giga support augment. Because she heals her allies.
Oh,
which I guess helps
all
her.
of her
because,
allies?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Wait.
It heals all of her allies, but she doesn't heal herself. I think is how that works. Which I guess is like, you know, if she heals her allies, she has more frontline for herself. Sure.
And you can always just build another Gunblade.
Yeah. I think this augment's fun. I don't know if it's actually any good, but the new Yasuo one. He has a
Oh wait, I
tornado.
saw someone playing it. It was
Yeah,
Emily. I saw Emily playing it, but it did not look any bigger.
You know what? And now that you mention it, I feel like he misses a lot. Like, I've seen Yasuo against units that are not moving whiff. And that happened today. I played Yasuo. Where'd I go? I'm like 5th. Where's it? There's this one, yeah. Like, he is literally ulting targets that are not moving. And he missed. And I can't explain it. I don't, like, there's 3 units right in front, like, and then the next ult, he got like a 3-man ult. And I'm like, okay, that's nice. What happened in the other one? Like, sometimes we'll just ult sideways. For some reason.
Wait, is that like a recent thing on PBE? Because like
I don't know.
I don't feel like he was inconsistent on live.
I don't know. Like I'm not sure if something he thought something's there. I don't know, but I straight up have seen him. Like I don't know. I don't wanna look for the exact fight. I think it's this game, right? No, it's like somewhere here. But like he would. Okay, wait. Why do I feel like it was this fight? You know what? It might not have been this fight, but he might have missed here anyway. So, he's smurfing.
Okay, he's popping off this fight.
Okay, like it's definitely not something that's like it's gonna happen every fight. But,
Right.
Like he definitely ulted nothing. I will say that. But yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah.
Wait, I did not realize all these like that Yasuo augment. I did not realize was changed.
Oh yeah, the thing is, when they came out with all the augments, they like released all the augments that are changed, but they released all the new champion augments, but they didn't actually like release
all the ones that
the
were
augments
changed
that were
for existing
changed
champs.
Yeah, they didn't release that initially until like after. So I guess like they forgot at first.
Madge. Where the
So why?
Fiora, Yasuo, Kaisa,
Syndra.
Syndra.
Is that it?
I think there's gotta be at least one more.
All right, I'm gonna scroll through every augments. Oh, the new Annie carry.
Oh, Annie. Oh, have you played that?
Yeah, I played that and I got shit on, but I don't think it was the augment's fault completely, but it also didn't seem that strong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, apparently Alistar as well.
Echo.
Oh,
right. Alistar. Yeah. Okay, so Alistar's. I think Alistar carry is now just like Smash and Behemoth combined or something. Yeah, let me check.
That is true.
Okay, and then this other one is just MR Shred. So that's very, very boring. But I guess it looks like it's pretty good, I guess.
Oh, it sounds ridiculous now.
Yeah. He just it's just Spark, permanent uptime. Yeah, I feel like I haven't seen this augment.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen it either.
I feel like I have not seen it or been offered it.
That's
kind of weird.
Maybe
It's
you're
kind
not
of a-
looking.
Yeah, maybe I'm not looking.
Yeah, no, it's
Oh,
possible.
It sounds so ridiculous. And like you're playing Alistar on half your boards anyways.
Yeah. Like, you don't have a Spark, you just have to get permanent Spark now.
Oh, this site, I'm looking at Lulchess and it doesn't have it, but isn't Jax's support different now?
Oh yeah. That's also.
It's still evasion, but it's different. It gives like armor MR or something like that.
It's like Armor and R when and it gives more when he dies. Like you're supposed to play it with
yeah,
like
yeah.
mech, right? Like that's the idea at
You're
least.
right. It doesn't show here. Okay, so instead of evasion, it's called like Grandmaster Challenge or something. Or it's like, okay,
Oh, really?
I don't know. I think I memorized it for some reason. It's like you and your team, your team gains 15 attack speed and armor, and then doubled once Jax dies.
Right.
So in theory, it's like, okay, you play this with mech, but even then, like, it's 30 AD in attack speed on your team, and then like, in the case you're playing mech, 30 AD in attack speed on like 6 units. Like, how good is that? Oh no, sorry, not 30 AD in attack speed. 30 attack speed and armor.
I mean,
Um,
yeah.
it sounds like okay, maybe. Maybe if you need the armor and your team uses the attack speed well, it sounds like super niche.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're looking for that very often.
I mean, you know, you're playing Brawl. Well, no, you're not playing Brawlers because you're playing Mech.
Yeah, you're probably playing mech, and you probably don't even want to play mech that much. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, and is that everything that's changed? I'm scrolling through to try to see if anything else, any other hero augs for existing champions were changed.
I have this Yasuo replay on my side monitor, and I'm trying to find where you just whiffs. And now I'm curious. I know he definitely ulted nothing, so I want to know when.
Okay, I think, yeah, those are the only ones that they changed. Isn't 30 AS really good? How much is... I always gotta compare it to, like, relative.
Yeah, me too.
Like, okay, Gwinsu is 10% and then 5% per auto. So it's
Wait, why are we talking about 30 AS?
for the
That's what you
Jax.
get if you have Jackson, you mech him, or you mech
And
him,
he
you kill him.
dies, but it's for your entire team. It's like a Gwinsu after 4 autos for your entire team.
There
Yeah.
is a lot.
Okay, honestly, maybe
Yeah.
it is a lot. It's probably just like
I mean, it's more than Spirit of Exile, right?
Spirit of Exile is 22.
22, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you'd have to be running mech. You have to be in a spot where you're running mech, and you know you're running mech, and then you also need like units that you're also playing that benefit off of the attack speed, and then it's probably also lobby dependent that you benefit from the armor, especially in this meta where like a lot of people are playing AP. But yeah, I feel like so like it seems like there's a lot of conditions, but I guess in the right spots it does sound pretty good. Like you just get attack speed on like maybe you get attack speed on like sure shots or Belveth, and then
Or Warwick, right? What if you just like frontline the Jax? And
or
then
you just kill
like,
him.
Yeah, you just kill him.
You
And
just
play
keep
Warwick?
Jax one.
Yeah, no, I was kind of
yeah,
thinking.
yeah.
Like,
I
that could
actually
work.
didn't think about that too much.
I mean, those stats are really good in Warwick, right?
Yeah, that does sound good. Yeah, I'm gonna give up soon.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It's getting late. And we did.
No, I'm finding this.
Oh,
I know I'm not crazy. He missed. Oh, wait.
you found it?
That was just a bad ult. I mean, sometimes he ults like a single target instead of like a clump, but it's like fine, you know, it can't be perfect.
Right.
But like sometimes he also just literally ults nothing, and that's what I'm trying to look for. I know I'm not crazy. Okay, maybe I'm crazy. I can find it. Oh well. Okay. But yeah. Any other like comps or units you want to talk about?
Let's see. Is there anything else that is like new? We talked through a lot of it. New.
New got nerfed at some point during PvE.
Oh yeah, you
I
did.
thought that was like kind of surprising. I didn't think Nunu was that good. Or
He's
like,
he has the bug, right? Like
I think they fixed that.
Oh yeah, they supposedly fixed it.
Yeah. I think in one of the PvE patch notes they said they fixed it. I don't know. I didn't play double Nunu to check, but
yeah. Yeah.
Um,
And that's all comps wise. Another thing I was thinking about is just like positioning stuff, because I haven't really thought too deeply about like the positioning on any of these new units. But I don't know, like stuff like Nico, like just ult's biggest clump, like the Jhin thing that we were talking about earlier, where like I don't know, it's like you're trying to give him a clear line to the enemy backline. It's like maybe sort of interesting. TF he just like throws at his target, right?
yeah. I guess that would also only be if the enemy backline is ever in a position where they're the lowest health ally. So then you would actually need like AoE or some kind of backline access to actually make that relevant. Like the Jhin thing.
Right.
Oh, there was
So I
one
guess if
thing
you do have that, then
I was talking about with other people.
Mm-hmm.
Hacked carousels, like the glitch carousels, is something that like nerfs like loose streakers pretty hard.
oh, I talk about that a lot, actually.
Oh, you did? Okay.
No, sorry, not now, not now. Like on stream.
Oh, okay.
Where it's like I literally explain out loud that like, it's stage 2, right? It's stage 2, and I'm like 78 or something like that, and then the carousel comes in, and it's Anvil carousel or something like that. Like in cases like that, where you usually get priority on, we usually get there's a lot of different cases, but in case of like Anvil and Ed carousel, usually you get priority on 3 costs. But now you only get priority on component because everybody
the
gets the
same,
same amount.
right?
So it's like everyone gets the same thing. So, and also usually if you're lost streaking, you're trying to snowball econ, but like the
don't
extra
get the
2 or
unit.
3 gold that you get
Right.
from the econ or from the unit that you get to sell is usually the difference between like making like 30 gold and being stuck at like 28 or something.
Yeah.
like
Also,
Right.
egg a lot of the time gives you like gold, right?
Yeah.
Which means that you're just giving like win streakers gold, or not even win streakers, just like people who aren't like 5 loss, like a lot more gold than they're expected to get, which is like a big punishment to 5 loss.
Yeah.
And then also like generally if you're 5 loss, you don't want to like slam items. But now if you get like either like anvil plus components or 2 components, like you're just getting punished more HP wise because
Yeah,
everyone
because
else is
you're
slamming
even
items.
further behind.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think like the only one that doesn't really punish them that much is the tome carousel.
Does Tome Carousel even happen on stage 2?
Does it?
I feel like I've not seen that. I think Tome is definitely like the most rare one.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I don't
like
think I've seen it.
Born more than Tome.
Yeah, agreed.
Well, I feel like I've seen tome on stage 2.
On 2?
Okay, I mean, you might be right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can believe it. It might be just like really rare. Yeah, I don't think I've seen Tome stage 2. But it could be one of those things where it's like a 1% or something.
Oh yeah, there's also the lesser Nico,
Right.
which also punishes like a loss streak.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure you're just like always supposed to like, you're not always. I think a lot of time you just insta pop that thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if you ever get a 2 cost pair or like a 3 cost pair, you just use that. Oh, like definitely if you get a 3 cost pair.
Yeah.
Because like, it's
Okay, I had a game where I had 2-star Morgana off that at like stage 2.
Okay, I don't know about Morgana though.
And it didn't do anything. Yeah, and I was like, oh fuck,
Yeah,
we lost the game.
Morgana.
Yeah.
Okay, also maybe. Okay, maybe not. But maybe you just like you get that stage 1 and you just Nico 3 cost and you sell it. And you
Oh,
plus
really?
3 gold.
Wait. Stage
you get this-
like when
you
you
get
get it
the
during
stage
stage
1.
1 when you're
Yeah. You get stage
Oh.
1, you use it to make 10.
Okay, I kind of like that.
I mean, it's like guaranteed value versus
Hmm?
like you don't know when you're actually going to use this if you save it.
Right.
Then if you save it and then use it on like a vein 2, then obviously that's way better.
Right.
But,
Yeah, but that makes sense because like, you know, you would never or like very rarely do that with like a real Nico. But like that's because like ideally you're using it on something higher value, 4 or 5 costs, but like the cap out on value is using it on a 3 cost, which you can access. I mean, I guess you'd have to, if you're getting it stage 1, you have to like hit a 3 cost out of an orb, so it's kind of like 3 cost out of an orb plus duplicator. But that's a good point. I haven't thought about that, but that's definitely something you could do.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely seen like lesser Nikos especially just stay on people's board the entire game.
Right.
And it's like you can either just use that like whenever on like any unit, or you could just use it for gold.
Mm-hmm.
which is
Yeah,
like
no.
fine.
I always like thought about stuff like that with old Nico, but I would like it was just such a small percentage of the time that you would ever want to do that I was just like
Yeah.
never
I mean,
do this.
I think the only time you'd actually do something similar with that is like, you know, you're rolling for Vayne 3, you're rolling for TF2, whatever, it doesn't matter. So like let's just say Vayne. You're rolling for Vayne 3, you have 7 Vayne, you need 1 more, and then the 8th Vayne you'd Nico the 9th.
Mm-hmm.
You get a double Vayne shop. Okay, actually this is like very, very specific.
Okay.
Okay. So you're rolling, you get double Vayne shop, you have 7 Vaynes. You get 2 Vaynes in a shop, so it's 8 and 9.
Mm-hmm.
You have 3 gold, so you can, instead of Nicoing the Vayne, or even if like Vayne's like the last thing you're playing,
Mm-hmm.
or last thing you like need to upgrade, you can like Nico a 5 cost or Nico a 4 cost, and then just buy the one in the shop, so for +1 gold.
True.
Yeah. I mean, I remember I've seen this on someone's stream,
Mm-hmm.
where they just Nicoed like, I don't know if it was Vayne or something, but it's like they bought one of them. They had like 2 of one shop. They bought one of them and then they Nicoed it. But then someone mentioned like, oh, instead of Nicoing the Vayne, you could have just Nicoed like a 5 cost, sold
Right.
it, and then
then you're up
bought
2
the
gold.
other Vayne. Yes, for +2 gold.
True.
Yeah.
That is pretty niche, but that is true.
Yeah, like now that I explained it, and the fact that it took me like a minute to explain the only situation where you do it,
Mm-hmm.
makes me think it's like, why did I even talk about this? But it's like,
But hey, that's gonna be a tournament game. That's gonna be Mecha Cup, and that 2 gold is the difference between going second and going first.
yeah,
Yeah.
that could happen.
2 gold. Yep.
Agreed. Because that's 1 extra reroll, and then that extra reroll is gonna hit your TF2, which slightly swings the fight.
Ah.
Yeah.
Could happen.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we didn't talk much about Morgana. I keep fucking I keep still like staying in the frame of mind where like I want to slam like a static shiv or an ionic or something or a last whisper.
Oh,
So then like I end up building that, and then I'm like, oh, I don't want to like Morgana anymore because I've already built it. But like I don't know how good it is to just like deprioritize those items and like want to play Morg. I guess it depends on the comp. Like like the Spellslinger like AP comps is kind of harder to fit like a random Morg into. But maybe some of the 80. I mean, even like duelist, it's hard to like fit a random Morg into unless you're playing just 6.
yeah. I think that's a good question. I think it's like more on. I don't think you have to force Morgana. I don't think she's that broken where you force. Like she's a really good unit.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Sunder Shred and all that stuff, and the CC she gives is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But like, let's say you have Last Whisper. Like, I don't think. Let's say you have Last Whisper, you have Spark, or you have Shiv. I don't think you're ever going to not make it, just so you can make different items and play Morgana.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you just play. Like, I don't think she's in a spot where she's that broken. Like, if she's that broken, then maybe you do that.
Right.
But I don't think she is that broken. So I think you just. I think she's good if like, let's say you have like a bunch of swords and you're playing AD.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have Last Whisper components, you have like DBIE instead.
Mm-hmm.
Then maybe you just run random Morgana to be that shred for your carries.
Right.
But yeah, I like if you have a chance to build like Spark and Shiv and all that stuff, and yeah, I mean, it also probably depends on like if you have the Morg already or not.
Right.
Like if you have Morg, like if you have the chance to build like Last Whisper or Spark Shiv, and you have a Morgana already on your board, then you can like debate it, I guess. But I don't think, especially if you don't already have Morgana, like if you have the chance to build the shred already, I think you just make it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I don't know. I'm thinking of like a scenario where you're playing some kind of AP comp, and it's like stage 3 carousel. and you have like open rod, like theoretically you could just say, okay, I'm gonna play Morgana this game, and I'm just gonna prio like JG or like Deathcap or something, and then like not care about building Ionic, or you could just, you know, make Ionic and then not care that much.
I'm pretty sure you don't play Morgan AP. Like
Yeah,
AP is
no,
one
that's
of the
fair.
comps where like you need every unit you can get, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
that's
I
another
think
thing.
I think Morgana is better in AD.
Oh yeah. Now that you mentioned that, I'm pretty sure I've only played her in AD comps. Like I played her earlier as like actually I had the GS thing, which like
Gas Giant.
yeah.
Gas
When you
Giant.
Gas Giant
filter
Slayer.
it's like super GS. I'm pretty sure GS is like 25, 25, 20, 25.
25, I think.
And then this is like 30 for every unit. This is probably like it's like something that's like probably lobby dependent and also probably has like way better stats on 4-2, 3-2. Oh my god, I can't imagine this being offered on 3-2 or 2-1. But yeah, I had this, and then I think I played like I was like limit testing Jhin carry, and I just went like Jhin carry, and then I just put Morgana beside him, because he had like 3 sword items with the Last Whisper. And it worked like fine.
Well, let's say you have like bow, sword, glove, and you
Yeah.
have Morgana on like on board, I guess.
Yeah.
What
Do
would you
make
slam
Last Whisper?
there?
I don't. I guess it depends on how much you like.
I mean, and I feel like that might be like the most skill expressive thing about this set when you play Morg. I'm pretty sure this unit is like broken.
No, the most skill expressive thing is hackering and Morg.
Hackering Morg.
Yeah.
One-shotting the backline.
Yeah. Hacker Morg, especially Morg 3 or Morg with tank items. That's.
Man, the big Morganas, her ability looks so cool.
Yeah.
but we don't get it.
Oh, like the pool.
Oh man, yeah, the pool.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm not sure actually. I guess it like then you'd like if you're talking about that spot, you have bow, glove, sword. You'd actually have to weigh the options or the value of like IE and like GS. If you were to slam something else. I'm not sure.
Oh, you know what this is?
There's like too many other like variables probably. That
We had a debate previously. I don't think you were here. It was me and Sub-Zero, Joe Bookmark, and Cia Nerds, and we were talking about whether you put Last Whisper. If you have like 480 items, you put Last Whisper on Samira or not.
Oh.
Or if you put it on someone else.
Right.
Yeah.
And we had that like debate.
That's a good debate.
It's kind of similar.
I mean, I think ideally you don't, and then you put on someone else. But...
Yeah, we were doing the math and shit. Or I was, but
Yeah, you were. I was just like, okay.
20, 10, 10,
Up with that.
and then let's say you can like get DB, which is like a lot more, or like IE, DB. Like
I think it was Gunblade, IE, GS Hodge, or not Last Whisper, and then
Gunblade, IE, GS, Last Whisper. Yeah, like Gunblade, IE, GS. Yeah, like I would probably just want Gunblade, IE, GS, and then
Last Whisper
Last
like
Whisper.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it also depends on how good the unit is at spreading Last Whisper. Like Samira is really good because like she has like the ult that like kind of travels around.
Right.
I
mean, before it was Senna, which like you could have a Senna with Last Whisper, and she's but like now like I don't know what is. I mean, I don't even know what the Samira board is.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. It's always just like sure shot and then whatever. Samira. I don't know. It just
you run like 3 sure shot as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. You could run Sivir, Samira. I mean, ideally you get to Ezreal. And then if you really want to, you could run Infinitium.
Right.
But it's like...
I mean, it seems like kind of...
It's just frontline, backline, right? It's pretty similar to what
like,
it is now.
Really,
yeah,
it doesn't matter. You know, you just run like...
Aatrox, Garen, Shen.
Yeah.
Like... Echo, Alistar, yeah.
Yeah. You could run Belveth, you could run Aesol. Yeah, like that's what made like Samira so broken at one point, and just like 30 people playing Samira every lobby. It's like all you need is like Samira, and then you just run whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like AP, you just like let's talk about like set 8. You like really want to be running like any Echo Alistar type frontline because it works with the traits. Talia really needs her traits. Star Guardian's 357, so you want like at least 3, so now you have to run like Talia Lux thing. Like it's hard to just play strongest board and then pivot backwards into a Talia board because now you have to look for Annie, you might want Lux.
Right.
And all that stuff. Whereas like Samira, it's really easy, going back to like set 8, to just run like Samira and then just run like all this and then Samira.
That's true. That's a good board.
Yeah.
That's a great board, actually.
Yeah, this looks like a standard. Oh wait, and
When you had 11 units in, it was even better. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, minus this. Okay, but you like, I got rid of like a few units that I just clicked on all the 4 and 5 costs, but this actually looks like a Fast 9 Samira board.
Yeah, this board's going first.
Yeah, this is
with Windy.
This
With Windy Janna pre-nerf.
Yeah, this actually looks like.
You forgot Vi
first.
or Zach.
Yeah, or Vi. Yeah, I mean, like if you need Aegis, then yeah, go for it.
Echo, Vi.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, this is my shit. But,
This was Setsuko's board every single game.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is the board that I tried to play a mid set, and let's just say that it wasn't very good. Yeah.
Okay, I'm probably gonna go to sleep in a bit. I don't know. I think we talked through most of it. Yogurrt, if you have any last huge the one tech that you saved that actually it just changes the entire game.
All right, let me take a look. I already exposed it. It's Hacker Morgana.
Yeah. Fair.
Hacker Morgana. She goes into the backline, and she just perma CCs the carries until they're dead, and then you win. And then I have video evidence of playing it once.
Oh no, it is you get 2 Infinitium spats and then you Infinitium Morgana twice.
Oh, and then you hacker one and one stays backline.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or yeah, no. Like you're playing 2 Morganas and then you like duplicate them.
You have 4?
So you have 4 Morganas, yeah.
Oh.
That sounds really bad. Yeah, that sounds
bad. You see this TF? Dead. You see this Morgana?
No, this Morg 3 on the back line kind of did work.
Oh, it's a Morg 3? Oh my god.
Yeah, this TF? Dead.
Eventually.
Dead.
If you auto it down.
I just can't move.
Yeah, no, it honestly, look, honestly, something just this entire set that I feel like I haven't done enough, and like I haven't seen enough people do. I've seen a few people do is just hackering random shit. You know, like when I've like I'll see people play you know, like when people are playing Draven reroll, like there was a few games where people just start like hackering their Draven in and just like one-shotting backline, and like it was kind of nuts. Like it actually like swings fights that you would otherwise lose.
For sure in the Admin Draven, because you're running like LeBlanc anyway, so you just slot Zoe. It's probably even easier now because if you're playing like you could play it if you're playing Admin Draven, you'd play like LeBlanc, Blitzcrank or something. If you're playing Defender Draven, then you're already playing Shen. So it's actually pretty easy probably to play Hacker Draven in the set.
Yeah, it's Hacker Sona. You guys aren't thinking hard enough.
Hacker Sona?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
you just stud.
The damage one could like one-shot some. You know, like you ever have those situations where you're same side as Sona and she just like it's a Sona 3 and it just one-shots your carry?
Yeah, especially Power Grid.
Yeah. But I mean, I like if you hacker her, actually now that I think about it, doesn't make any diff, right? As long as there's enough, unless they're like clumped on that side, she's still gonna ult backline.
I had a prankster Sona 3 that I hacked into the backline before. It was kind of funny.
I
That's
mean,
kind of
yeah,
sick.
it's like similar to like Zoe hacker. You just throw her in and then she dashes away.
Yeah.
Yeah, but with the new hacker, you actually incentivized a bit more to just put in random shit because 345 actually give omnivent to the riders now
Right.
instead of only hacker. Yeah. Okay. I think that's my tech. I don't.
It's a good tech.
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe
it
you're
is.
supposed to hacker Jhin.
Okay.
So he doesn't like
I think
shoot
we've
frontline.
go on to
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then he dies and gives Renegade to the Viego.
Yes.
Oh, I mean, I did fight a 7 Infinitium board that I could not beat,
Mm-hmm.
where they had Sivir 3 and they had double Sivir 3.
Mm-hmm.
And they just hackered original Sivir 3 and then the Infinitium Sivir 3 would just stay backline for damage. And that Sivir 3 would like wreck my backline every single time.
That's kind of sick.
So honestly, fuck it, let's just hacker in a Jhin.
You got a hacker in everything. Got a
Yeah.
hacker in
At least once. I mean, like, the
Janna.
Viego board, a lot of time just throws Viego backline now. If you want to, like, Riftwalker hacker, you can
Oh.
do that.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of nice. I mean, just if you have enough in for the Omnivamp. But I don't know. Because, like, are you fitting in that many?
Yeah.
Alright.
It's good.
Yeah. You don't have any other stuff you want to talk about?
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, it's getting kind of late. It's later for you. It's 1 a.m. for you. It's only midnight over here. Oh.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
Okay.
this was fun and helpful. I think in the future, I'm definitely down to do like VOD reviews or of like other people, or just like if we have games that we want to specifically talk about. I just feel like having like a specific day for this, and like, you know, it doesn't have to be every single week, but ideally like
We gotta get into the study group meta.
exactly. I don't know. I feel like sometimes I'll get like lazy and be like, I'll just like, you know, VOD review on my own, or, you know, like I feel like it would just be a lot more productive if you have multiple people sharing tech and that kind of stuff and like doing it
Yeah. I mean,
more consistently.
yeah, I never would have known that Gnar already has
Our
the
crits. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's already +1 knowledge.
True.
Wait, Yogurtt, did you sign up for the box thing?
I did.
Oh
Hog?
shit.
Yeah.
Rage?
Vote for me. Or
Is there voting?
pray for me. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
No, it's just all the box overlords sitting in their
honestly,
ivory towers.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like it's really low chance. Okay, I don't want to be like doubtful, but it's like all those like top streamers and top players, I'm pretty sure are auto like get in. Like if
Yeah.
It's top
yours-
25, right? Are
Yeah,
there
it's only 25. It's only 25 because I'm not gonna be like the casual
But I
one.
feel like 25 is a lot.
25 is a lot, but then if you think about it, it's like if you're like Soju, Kiyun, Milk, Dish Soap, Setsuko, Robin, and everybody, all those guys, like isn't that like a lot of slots already?
Yeah.
It is.
It is. But I don't know. I signed up last time and didn't get in. But somebody in my chat was like, "Did you get in?" And I was like, "No." Box sitting in his ivory tower saying that I'm not big enough for him. And then someone was like, "Oh, my friend is like a super tiny streamer and she signed up and got in." And like, you know, I don't know if it's like nepotism,
Yeah, I don't
or
know. I
like
think
if it's like
yeah.
actually just
Okay.
whatever. But
I think it's like the people that are, you know, like the people that I mentioned that
Mhm.
are like, you know, they're gonna make it in like no matter what.
Mhm.
And then after that, I guess they just like read like the people that sign up and they just pick random. Like, I don't know.
sounds good.
I think last time he wanted to like balance like the top streamers and like
Casual?
new like
Yeah.
not TFT players.
But that's fucked. Because I'm a competitive player, but I'm not Soju, so now I'm doomed.
Oh yeah. Also, like surely Soju does not need that money.
That's yeah, true.
I mean, the thing is, it's actually fun because now it's not just like you play for yourself. Now you're playing against other people because it's Survivor style or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll pull it up.
No, it seems super fun.
It's like bottom 2 at the end of each day.
Yeah.
Bottom ranked players are eliminated every day until 1 remains.
Yeah.
I think bottom 2, right? Or bottom 1?
No, I
Bottom
think it's
2?
2, like 1 from each category.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So it's gonna be like a 3-week long thing. And yeah, so it's like you can't just be good. You have to be consistently high. Wait, doesn't that like encourage like elo sitting then? I
Yes.
guess. Okay, honestly,
Agreed.
I will gladly sit if
Yeah,
if
for
I get to make it to the next
I mean
game.
it's $20,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a Prage angle.
Yeah. We'll get it. Opium.
Agree. We'll both get in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down. I'm down.
Yogurt in the casual one.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I'll get it. Okay, I'm very down to play in casual.
Farm some farm some people who are Marvel Snap streamers who are playing TFT for Boxes challenge.
Yeah, just chatting streamers. My favorite.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, yeah, this is fun. I'm gonna hop off.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait, are either of you playing in the PBE tourney?
I thought about it, but I was like, I don't know.
I did not hear about this.
Oh, it's you can sign up and still be on the wait list. I think they like have like they filled the tourney.
It's this weekend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'll probably just watch.
Yeah.
I played 3 games of PvE.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
Well, you just got the rundown from Yogurt, and
You
he's
seem like you had you had a lot of input for someone with 3 games, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I thought about it first day.
Yeah.
When-
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. Thanks for doing this. Hopefully we can do this more frequently, and I'll catch you guys later.
Just hit me up whenever. All right. Later.
Sounds good.
Good night.
All right, says.